Hello everybody, it's me, the Italian Gamer Joe, and welcome to another stream. Tonight we are going to play 12 minutes again, and this time around we're going to actually do something different. As you can see, I got a haircut tonight, so I'm not sporting the hat anymore this time, so I decided to not wear a hat tonight.
Hasso 0312 just followed.
Thanks, that's interesting. I got a follow tonight. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna play some 12 minutes tonight, and we're gonna figure this out. And I'm gonna jump right in because I know this is gonna take some time to like figure out. But yeah, we're gonna jump in. It's been a while since I've done. It's been like I don't remember what I did, so I'm gonna try to like. I think that we know she's pregnant. It's funny going into this a second time because. You know what? Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Uh-oh. I didn't hear you come
I'm gonna make this really simple for myself.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Like really simple for myself.
Didn't you already say that?
What?
I don't know. What? But no.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
How is this possible?
The first thing I'm gonna do actually is go to the couch. Well, no, I'm just gonna sit down for a second. I want to see if this works. I'm curious to see if like. I'm trying to see if
all the classes.
Esco, it's funny going into you the second time. What do you mean?
I wasn't expecting a storm tonight.
I'm not sure I follow Esco Blazin. How's it going, by the way, Esco? It's a chill night tonight. Oh, we were just making a comment, like, from what I said earlier, where I was like, it's funny doing the second time. You're like, as if it's funny going into you the second time. I get it. That was just a comeback. I get you. I'm waiting to see if the listen ending triggers. I don't know if it will. Kenny Girl, hello friends. What up, Uncle Joe? I'm an uncle.
We gotta clean that closet.
I didn't know I'm an uncle now. I'm an uncle?
What? Hey.
How's it going, Candy Girl? How's it going, Blazing Vape? How's it going, everybody?
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna see if I can try triggering the listen ending, but I don't know if it'll happen. So I'm gonna see if it triggers. I think for the listen ending to trigger, we just have to like zone out for a little bit.
Hey there.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Mwah, mwah.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess
Who made dessert?
Oh, he actually corrected her this time.
I'm sorry. Thanks. That sounds great.
That's so funny.
okay. Rude.
That is funny. He finished it. That is so funny. I'm curious to see what'll happen if we zone out.
Hey, there he is.
There we go.
Want to sit for a second?
I'm curious to see if this causes the listen ending.
How was your day?
Okay.
I'm glad you're home. I missed you.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking, what if there was room for something more in our lives?
Sure.
Like what?
Sure.
What were you saying?
You even listening?
Sorry, I was some...
I'm calling him a gunkle now.
What were you saying?
Nothing. Never mind.
I'm curious to see if she'll question him about her having an affair as a joke. Mitra, how's it going? Godric, how's it going? The whole gang's here tonight. I'm so happy. Mwah.
Do you trust me?
Sure.
So what if, hypothetically,
I had an affair.
I had an affair?
Enough. Did you?
No, I didn't, but hypothetically. Would you want me to tell you?
What are you... Babe, I'm not really in the headspace for hypotheticals right now.
Because you're so busy.
Seriously? Fine. I would prefer...
Yeah, so this is interesting. So this dialogue happened in a previous...
It's in the past, so what's the point?
So lying would be better?
Will you just please fucking say what it is you're trying to say?
Wow, okay. You're fun to talk to right now.
Well, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Look, my head right now, it's just full of noise.
Well, I won't add to it. I'm gonna go to the bedroom for a bit.
Babe.
Ow! Gotta get this fixed, babe. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Okay, so I don't think we can do that right now because it's just not going to play out the way we're expecting to, which is fine. Let's leave then and try this again. Okay. What am I eating? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm eating chocolate-covered raisins, and I shouldn't be eating them on stream. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck me. Are you serious?
Okay. Nothing like some good old chocolate-covered raisins from my local grocery store. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I just hired an assassin for myself. I know, right? Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to wait for her. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Hey there. I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
I wonder.
Great. I'll let you know when I'm hungry.
Okay.
Rude. Okay. I think we still have... No, we might as well just tell her now. So what I'm going to do is wait a little bit before 12:02. Tell her the day is restarting.
Look, I know this sounds weird, but...
The day's repeating itself.
Uh-huh.
Prove the day's
I'll prove
restarting.
Yeah, great.
Choose what to prove
see.
with. Select the window.
In a few seconds, we're gonna hear thunder.
The forecast is clear.
Yeah, I know. Wait and see.
So we're going to wait. It should happen any second now. What game is this? Looks interesting. This game is called 12 Minutes. And it's a game about being stuck inside a time loop. And at some point in the next 12 minutes...
So, when's it gonna start?
In the next 12 minutes, a cop... What up?
Thunder. Wow. That was spooky.
A cop is going to come in and murder us
How'd you
both.
do that?
See? I'm in a time
And
loop. You believe me now?
I mean,
we have to figure out how to escape
There's
the time loop
definitely something,
because every time we do
I need a little
something,
more than that to swallow the whole story.
every single time we
Let's see.
go through the time loop, we basically keep going through this situation where we are
What do you got?
consistently stuck over and over and over and over again, and we don't know how to escape the time loop. It's, by the way, Dave the Hipster, don't get this game on... Do not play this game, or don't watch me play it until you play it yourself first. If you plan on playing this game, because it's a very spoiler-heavy game. So just in that disclaimer for all of you out there, if you're planning to play this game, probably play the game yourself first before you decide to play it, before you try to watch a streamer play it, because it's heavy spoilers.
This present.
You went through my stuff?
There is a
Boundaries,
baby
personal space.
shirt inside. Not an actual baby, just a shirt.
Did you open it?
No, look, it's still wrapped.
So you just took a present out of the drawer? Nice one.
Wait,
Let's see.
what? He should know what's in the present, though.
This present.
Dude.
I know.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm feeling really stupid right now. I'm just gonna leave. Alright, we're gonna like
We're
humor the wife and do this whole scenario, because apparently, for whatever reason, I fucked it up. So let's do this again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kiss the wife hello, go through that whole date scenario with her.
Hey there.
Hi, honey. Mwah.
I didn't hear you come in.
I didn't hear you come in. Guess who made dessert?
Best night ever. Let me know when
Yeah, I will.
Other topics.
Okay, let's sit down.
Great. Just
Let's go ahead and go to the chair. She'll go ahead and do everything else.
Ow. Gotta get this fixed, babe. Someone's gonna get hurt.
This game is really choosy about the knowledge that you have to do going into it. But whatever. We're going to continue. I will say, though, that it's from a design perspective. Clever design. Clever game design. Like, this game reminds me of The Sims sometimes. And I say that because the logic of the characters feels like I'm playing The Sims. Like the way they do actions and cancel actions and the artificial intelligence.
Storm tonight.
It's very smart. So that's something I do gotta applaud the developer for. They did a really good job with the logic and the dialogue and the character design and the actions. This feels very Sims-like to me. So props to the developers for that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and eat the dessert. Thanks, babe, for this dessert. It's delicious. I'm loving this dessert. It's so yummy. I know you got it from the Cheesecake Factory, but I'm pretending anyway. You forgot the last time you played, so your character doesn't know much. You're right, Candy Girl. So you're saying don't watch you play it. Much respect. I'll see what it costs,
So
and I'll watch you
when's
next
the
time you
dessert
play.
now?
Yeah, Dave. I'm sorry. I would love to have you view my stream, but I'd rather you play the game for yourself if you do plan on playing it. Don't watch my stream if you plan on playing this game. You can watch the YouTube video for my full opinion. You can listen to my podcast
So?
episode this Sunday when I release the podcast episode about this game.
Baby clothes? With my...
Yeah.
So there's plenty of opportunities to watch it.
a baby.
We're having a baby.
What? Wow.
Oh, that's why I'm the gunkle. That's why I'm the gunkle.
How are you feeling?
I just got that. I just got that. Why
Why
Dahlia?
Dahlia?
I wanted to name her for your mother.
But I never even knew her.
So?
He never knew his
Still
mother.
part of you.
Yeah. What if it's a boy?
If it's a boy, then he won't be able to read that there's someone else's name on his onesie.
That's
It's a
cute.
nice surprise. Don't overthink it. Now you want to talk about the actual pregnancy?
That's funny. Dude, it'll be great.
Hey,
We're a good
it's gonna
dad.
be great.
You think
We're
so?
a fantastic father.
You're incredible, and I'm, decent.
Decent.
The baby that we make is gonna be amazing.
This game, yeah, it makes me happy.
And it will be so loved.
Yeah. Damn straight. God, I love you.
She's like, she's like,
Hey, we're doing it. We're having a baby.
I do love the whole theme
Hey,
of this
I have
game
an
when it
idea.
comes to the idea that ignorance
Don't
is
laugh
bliss.
at me, but do you want to dance with me?
Yeah.
If you're into anime, check out
Totally.
RE0.
I'll
It's
follow.
basically this game with more characters. Ooh, I'll definitely check it out. That sounds exciting. Oh, shit.
I'll get it.
But we can just get this situation
I'm with
out of the way.
police. Turn around, please.
What? Me?
Yes, you.
Let's
Hands
just
behind
let's
your
just get
back.
ready to
Let's go.
stab the killer because I don't want to get strangled.
Hold still.
Let's just stab the cop.
No!
Okay, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and tell her the loop is resetting. And then what I'm gonna do is just chill on the couch. Look all sexy. Look all sexy right now.
Hey there.
Hi. Oh, she kisses you from the
I didn't
couch.
hear you come in.
That's so cute.
Best night ever.
That is some
Yes,
quality
you-
design. Quality
No, no,
design
no.
there.
Yeah, I will.
That is really like quality game design there. Like that the game is smart enough. That the game is smart enough to be able to do stuff like that. It's very, very cool. Like I'm, that is one thing I have a lot of respect for with this game. That the game is smart enough to do all those things.
I'm living the same
Okay, proved. Explain.
like I have, but for example, I go back.
Blah blah
What?
blah.
Who's beating you?
I'm just.
Wow.
If I get beat up, the day starts over.
I'll prove it.
Yeah, great.
Let's see.
Let's go do the gift thing. We'll tell her about the baby clothes
you
now
got?
that we know what baby clothes. Because now he didn't know, now he knows. I'm kind of shocked. I thought that like I.
Technically, is this time travel?
This present. Look, it's clearly unopened.
Baby clothes.
But I know
yes.
there are
Okay.
baby
Cool.
clothes inside.
Cool.
I just bought them.
By the way, you're
today.
definitely a Chad.
How could you know?
What does that mean again?
You're kind of freaking me out.
But do you believe me now?
I mean, I'm getting there, I guess.
All right, let me try and prove something else.
Wait, what? Really? I don't have anything else to prove it with.
You know what? Forget it.
Great.
Damn it. So we need two things.
In the next couple of minutes, a cop.
Cop is gonna
Is
knock
this-
on the door. Okay. What I'm gonna do is leave the conversation,
Let's talk later.
and I'm gonna gain new information and do the scary scene. So we're gonna do this again, and I'm gonna do the scary scene where I hide in the closet, and the wife doesn't know I'm in here, and then we just wait because we need that information. So I'm gonna do this scary scene real quick, get this out of the way.
No, we wait.
Now we wait. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Police, open up.
We're gonna watch this whole scene play out.
I'm with the police. Turn around, please.
What? Me?
Yes, you. Hands behind your back. Let's go. Hold still.
Hey, you're hurting me. Ow!
So we're gonna wait for this to play out. It looks painful getting your head hit like that. Ugh.
I don't know what
I feel so bad.
This is a mistake.
By the way, is it me or does the wife look like Max Caulfield from Life is Strange with her haircut and her clothing?
I don't know.
He reminds me so much of Max Caulfield from Life is
We will.
Strange. I don't know why, but I get that vibe from her.
I am not who you're looking for. This.
Anyone else?
It's a mistake.
Come on out.
Please don't hurt me.
Anyone else here?
Okay.
Husband,
So
boyfriend,
then,
girlfriend.
My husband. He's at work. He'll be here any second.
All right. Just us then.
okay. That's
8 years
painful.
ago.
That's
Your
fucked
father?
up. So fucked up.
Gun? Ring any bells?
Why are you asking? Father,
Come on, skip this part.
Oh
I swear.
my god. This is painful to watch.
Give me his house. Only question is how much you make me hurt you before you do.
I don't know about anyone.
Keep lying. See how creative I can get.
So fucked up. So fucked up.
Be honest with yourself. You knew this would happen. There's no cavalry coming. Nobody's gonna save
man.
you. If you want to
Oh,
tell me where
it's
the
fucked
watch
up.
is. This is your very last.
Having neck pain, like,
It's
God.
in the vent in the bathroom, under the medicine cabinet.
Good girl.
this is so crazy.
There. I gave you what you wanted, and I won't tell anyone. I swear. I swear.
This is crazy.
Find it?
I did.
Okay, now. Let me. What are you?
Easy now. Deep breath in.
No. No!
It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. What an asshole. What a bastard. So fucked up. I can't believe this. He made it look like a suicide. It's
Are you?
it's crazy.
No. It'll restart. It has to restart. I can't do this. It's not really like losing you. All right, and the baby. Oh fuck.
Oh, she's pregnant.
It's gonna restart. I know it will. It has to.
There's actually an ending where you can actually shoot yourself too, but I never tried it. I wonder if it resets the time loop. I wonder what happens if you do that. Oh my god. Don't do that in real life. Holy fuck. Holy shit. That was fucking crazy.
God. Fucking. How hard is that? I can't even get that right.
Oh, shit. Shoot. I missed a total... I missed a redemption. I don't know why my redemptions are not popping up. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that I missed a redemption. Joe recommends a good show. Redemption. Okay. And I also missed a show off dad bod. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have the walkthrough on my phone pulled up, so it didn't show up. The redemptions didn't pop up. Okay, a good show that I recommend. Well, here, I'll do the dad bod first. That's the easiest one. Enjoy the dad bod. And then the second one is Joe recommends a good show. If you like dramatic TV shows just like this game, 12 minutes, I recommend, if you have Paramount Plus, to watch a show called Why Women Kill. It's on Paramount Plus, and it's called Why Women Kill. It's a show about It's a show about basically like three different families that all live in the same house over a period of like a time difference of like, I don't know, several decades each. So like 1930, 1970, 2019 before the pandemic. And in each of those periods, one of the characters between the husband and wife die. And we don't know which character it is because that's the mystery of the season. But the show is called Why Women Kill, and it's from the creator of Desperate Housewives. If you enjoy drama shows like or games like 12 Minutes, definitely check out Why Women Kill on Paramount Plus. Dave the Hipster, never mind, I found it. So quick question, is the soundtrack worth the extra money? Dave, the soundtrack is also on Spotify. The soundtrack is on YouTube. The soundtrack is, I don't know if it's on Apple Music, but what I recommend you would do is listen to the soundtrack on YouTube, Spotify, listen to it on other platforms first, and then decide if you think it's worth it. Otherwise, you can listen to it on other platforms as well. I don't know if you're paying for any music service platforms, but it definitely is available on those other platforms as well. I've purchased soundtracks from Steam before to support developers. Like, for example, Annapurna Interactive is responsible for Sayonara Wild Hearts, and I bought the soundtrack on Steam, I think. And yeah, I do buy video game soundtracks if I really enjoy them. To support, like I said, to support the developers. But yeah, it's up to you. The soundtracks in this game are very atmospheric, so if you enjoy like a good like atmospheric soundtrack, then I recommend it. Otherwise, I think you can just find them on like music streaming services like Spotify. Okay, let's go back in. And let's see.
Hey there.
We're gonna kiss our wife hello.
I didn't hear you come in.
Guess what I made for
Best night
dessert?
ever.
Guess what I made?
Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
I have my chat and my redemptions open now, by the way, so I'm gonna go back and forth between them. That was my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, let's go and close the door to the bathroom. Go to the medicine cabinet. Go to the ventilation grid. Okay, so we can't use it yet. We have to use the spoon first on the ventilation grid. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'll just buy the game for now. I'll support the soundtrack later if it's worth it. So the OST titles are Roman numerals. It's just all Roman numerals, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just, yeah. So you're not gonna get. It won't be spoiled for you. Just in case you wanted to hear about that. We're gonna grab the present from the drawer.
Oh, I forgot to call the landlord about the light switch.
Okay, cool. Now we're gonna go back
wasn't
and
expecting a
we're gonna
storm
talk to
tonight.
the wife. Nope. Okay, so what we're gonna do is tell her about the past.
I know about the pocket watch. It's in the vent underneath the medicine cabinet.
What?
There's a man, and he said that you killed your father.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I need you to tell me the truth.
Where
Is this coming from?
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm living the same 10 minutes over and over and over again. So, look, I'll prove it to you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Use the present.
Let's see.
We're gonna grab the present.
This present. Look, it's clearly an
So she should admit to everything
I know
now.
there were baby clothes inside.
I just bought them today. How could you know?
I told you that I'm in a time loop. Do you believe me now?
Yeah. I mean, I think I do, yeah.
Cool. So now she should admit everything.
I don't even know where to start.
Sweet.
My dad wasn't always the man he wanted to be. After I was born, my mom was really focused on me, And I guess my dad felt... It doesn't matter. He started sleeping with my nanny. It was the start of my mom's spiral. Nothing was the same after she died.
It's so sad.
I blamed him. I mean, it was sort of his fault. And I poked at him a lot. We fought.
Oh, jeez.
Nobody can hurt you like the ones you love, right? Oh, anyway.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, I know that this is hard, but please, I need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Christmas Eve, he had caught me trying to sneak out, and I was so mad. I just poked at him and prodded at him, and he hit me.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I saw red, of course, and he always had guns around.
It's crazy.
I grabbed one, and I shot him, and I just ran. Made it here on New Year's Eve.
So sad.
That Polaroid on the fridge was actually taken an hour after I got here. I was gonna turn myself in, but it was a new year. A few weeks later, you showed up and... well, and things were almost good before it all ended today. I killed my father. Never thought I'd say that out loud. And now you know. Please, talk to me. What now?
So
Can you talk to her then? Or is there anything we can talk to her about? So yeah, we can just let it play out then.
So the man at the door, he's gonna say he's a cop.
He's who was talking about my dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to think about this. So
You know what? In this time loop, we'll forgive her.
I don't care. It doesn't.
Blah, blah, blah,
forget
blah.
All that matters.
Yeah.
I'll kick it down.
I like how we're going through this dialogue
Police.
and then bam.
I have a warrant for your arrest.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
Please
On the
listen.
ground. Now.
This is way more complicated than you
move.
think.
All right, easy.
It's funny how he. Yeah, Dave. Don't. Yeah. Hi, drunk. Pisces. Help. Happy to have you here. And Dave, the hipster. No worries. Don't worry about not watching my stream. I would rather that you have an experience with this game that's personal to yourself and enjoy it. And then when you finally experience the whole game in its entirety for yourself, then I'd rather you come back and like watch my VOD or talk to me about it on my Discord. I'd rather you experience the game for yourself first and then come back and watch me. I don't want you to have the game spoiled for yourself. I've been telling countless like streamer friends and viewers like, hey, this is the kind of game that you should probably play yourself first before watching others play it, because you don't. If this is the game that's right up your alley, don't spoil it for yourself. Like, go buy it, go buy the game for yourself, and go experience it. Like, don't let other streamers spoil it for you. Experience it for yourself, and when you finish the game, then watch other streamers play it. It's actually more fun that way too, because if you're watching other streamers play the game and it's their first time, it might be more fun to see their thought process of how they solve the puzzle. And that's my personal opinion, at least. So I recommend doing that. But yeah, 12 minutes, great game. Drunk Pisces, if you're still here, same to you. Like, don't play this unless you know 100% that you're not going to play it for yourself. Or let me phrase that. Don't watch my stream unless you know for 100% yourself that you're not going to play this, because I don't want you to get the game spoiled for yourself. I'd rather you experience it for your own first, and then watch my VOD on YouTube or on whatever, or like I said before, talk to me about it. But make sure that you for sure are not going to do this, because this is one of those games where once you find out all the spoilers, once you find out all the solutions to the puzzles, then you kind of like experienced it already. So yeah, that's my disclaimer, because there's heavy spoilers going on right now.
Hold still.
All right.
So I'm gonna let the scene play out and see what happens. We actually have the watch inventory. Oh man, this is fucked up.
Will you come help me?
This is
You're under arrest
crazy.
for your father's murder 8 years ago.
No. Please, no. This can't be real. This can't be.
Shut up. You know what this is. Now, where's your father's watch?
I don't want to
gotta
do
cut my
this.
hands free.
Please.
No playing dumb. Tell me where the watch is.
I don't
Tell me
wanna
where the
do
watch
this.
is.
Babe, are you...
He can't help you. Just you and me.
Babe, look at me.
My
We
wrist.
don't get to talk right now. Tell me where the watch is.
Hey, listen.
Never mind.
Actually,
I warned
This is
you.
a mistake.
So he's gonna kill us now.
Babe, will you tell him?
So frustrating.
Babe, no, no. Please don't. Stop. Stop. Oh my god.
It's crazy. It's crazy what this is.
Help! Please! Somebody help!
Sorry. Okay.
fucking get you.
Yeah, it's really crazy seeing that. It's really uncomfortable to watch sometimes, but like it's the suspense and the thrills are just insane. It's absolutely insane. All right, we're gonna grab the Polaroid from the fridge, and I'm gonna really quickly see. So it says here, wait for her to down, go talk to her, prove the day's restarting, then tell her what happened the night she ran away. Run through dialogue options and question her about her past. Okay. Okay. So we grabbed the Polaroid. Mwah. Mwah.
I didn't hear you come in.
Get best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
It's so funny. Okay. What happens if we show her the Polaroid? Well, actually, no, wait. Let's just talk to her first. Wife. Let's talk to her. Hey, babe. Tell her you know what's hiding in the vent.
I know about the pocket watch. It's in the vent underneath the medicine cabinet.
What?
The man told me.
A man.
A man told we killed her father. I don't know how to say
look,
this.
I'm living the same.
She's going through the loop.
What?
Look, I know how he really.
I don't know what you think.
It was Christmas Eve.
He caught you sneaking
He hit
out.
you.
He hit you.
How could you?
I couldn't, right? You told me in a previous.
I
Look,
on my. Oh God.
Okay.
I didn't know how to.
So she's kind of like freaking out.
Please, talk to me.
so then.
Okay, question her about the past.
Could you
Let's
tell
talk.
me
Let's
again
talk about the details of the
what
father's
happened that
murder.
night?
I don't want to do this. Can we please not do this?
Please, babe. I need to know.
Christmas Eve. Okay, so it's the same thing over again.
Baby, I'm so.
I never
Blah 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 blah. We're gonna go through this again.
shot him. I grabbed the.
She grabbed the watch and
So there you
ran.
go.
Okay.
You needed.
And I'm still.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is
I wanted to tell you.
let's show her the Polaroid.
I just.
Look, the picture of you.
He's gonna present it to her.
Years, right after everything. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I can't take this
Wait. What about?
silence.
The picture of you.
Yeah. I don't even.
Babe?
Oh, she went away. She got too frustrated.
Why did you have to ask me about it? Why
Babe?
did I tell you?
Okay, so she gets frustrated and she leaves. So we're gonna have to reset the loop again.
And we're back.
Okay. No, we haven't talked to the cop yet. I mean, I could do that if I really want to. but I was hoping that the Polaroid scenario would happen on its own, but maybe not.
Hey there.
I'm waiting for the wife to say hi to us. Mwah. Mwah.
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
Grab the pillar from the fridge and talk through the new options for questioning Earth about the past. You'll know where everything is. The new info we have. Okay, that's what I thought. So, okay, let's grab the Polaroid from the fridge and try this again, because that's the one step of the walkthrough that's throwing me off. Apparently, there's, like, something with the Polaroid that we have to do, and it's throwing me off.
New Year's Eve, 8 years ago. It's less than a week after she showed her father. I can't imagine what she must have been going through.
Okay, if we present it to her, what happens? Like, what happens if we present that to her?
Look what I found.
Man, 8 years ago. Feels like yesterday. I barely even recognize myself.
See, though, like, she doesn't exactly...
I'm stuck in a time loop, and I can prove it.
Right.
Look, I know how your father... How he...
I don't...
Okay,
It was
blah, blah, blah.
He hit you.
You told me the previous loop.
On. Oh God. Look. I did.
Okay, so...
Look, the picture of you.
Yeah. I don't even
Okay, so...
Please.
So
Talk to me.
then...
Let's talk about cop.
And in the next few minutes...
He's how you found.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that. Previous topic, question about the past. You see, though, like, we did all this.
I don't care. I forgave it. All the men.
Yeah. But you won't for things.
So...
I need...
I wanted to tell you.
I'm surprised that the...
Who. I just.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay, let's reset this.
Silence.
Okay, let's just do the cop scenario. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play out the cop scenario where we trap the cop. So we're gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay.
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the bedroom in a second. But first, I'm gonna close the bathroom door. We're gonna go to the medicine cabinet. We're gonna grab the pills. We're gonna combine the sleeping pills with the mug,
Fucking punch.
and then we're gonna give them to the wife so that she gets tired.
Water?
Oh, yeah.
Let me just pull out of my pants pocket.
Some.
My pants are doused in water right now. Okay. She should get tired in a second.
So tired all of a sudden. Oh, just gonna lie
Okay.
down for a sec.
So she's
We'll
gonna
talk
go
later.
do that, and then She's gonna pass out now from the sleeping pills. Let's open the door. Let's, did she turn the light on a second time? I don't think she did.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're gonna close the door. We're gonna go ahead and close this door. We're gonna go inside it. And then we're gonna wait. Mitra, where's James McAvoy? James McAvoy is the main character. He's the protagonist. And then Daisy Ridley is the wife, and then Willem Dafoe is the cop. Okay, so we're gonna continue. Okay, so we're gonna have to just wait here for the cutscene to play out. Or is the cop the protagonist? Good point. There are so many fan theories online for this game. It's crazy. The amount of fan theories I've seen for this game is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay.
Anyone home?
We're just waiting. We're playing the waiting game right now.
Hello? Police?
Hello.
Come on out.
Come on out. Wherever. Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. Yas.
What the?
Okay, and now that's our cue to leave and to go do this. Usually in the situations, the bottom is... Oh my god. Damn. Damn, girl.
He's just passed out.
Okay, we're gonna hog tie his ass. And then we are going to shoot his leg. Because if you don't shoot his leg, then he'll just get up. So I've read the internet. That's funny. I think it's funny.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, now we're gonna talk to the cop.
Hey, I'm sorry I hurt you.
I'm innocent, blah, blah, blah. I have nothing to do with it,
Please.
blah, blah,
You
blah.
should have before. Let me go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you go.
All right, listen up.
The murder charges.
You really ain't
Okay, how was the father murdered?
her. Christmas.
She shot him,
Didn't
didn't
kill-
kill
then on
him,
two
came back and
shots.
finished the job, 2 shots. She ran away.
But by New Year's,
Oops.
she was hundreds of miles.
She's a murderer.
Okay.
Why would she?
Money. You should.
Uh,
How did her father die?
Her. Christmas Eve. Didn't kill him.
Okay.
Then on New Year. 2 shots.
It was someone else. Look, by
Sure.
prove
No
it.
one ta-
So let's go to the kitchen and
Bleeding.
grab the
What do you want?
Polaroid from the fridge.
What do you want?
Cool. And then we're gonna go back and we're gonna show the Polaroid. No, we're gonna show the Polaroid to the cop. Wait, what?
look at this picture.
What about it?
Look at the date.
December 31st. That's the day she murdered him.
Yeah, Mitra, it's a time loop game.
That is the day he was murdered.
Exactly.
But she was hundreds of miles away.
I don't understand.
No shit, it wasn't her. She didn't kill him.
So then, who could have killed her father?
Who could have?
I don't know. Everything.
And then let's do it again.
Listen up.
Ask about the nanny.
What do you know? Who? The nanny. What do you know?
It was you.
Okay. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna really quickly look at Bumblebee's phone number. All right, let's write this down. We have to write down Bumblebee's phone number.
Shit.
413-555-0193. Okay. We're gonna call it.
Think you got hurt?
Oh, Dad, the movie's about to... I'll call you back. I told you to...
Okay, and then we're gonna really quickly look through the messages.
Please.
So if you look through the messages, you'll find out that she
Please.
has cancer,
I'm gonna die.
and we're about to get looped. We're about to get looped. Okay. Yep, we just got looped. Okay.
What? Wait, but oh god damn it.
Okay.
God damn it. God damn it.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab the
Hey there.
we're gonna kiss her first, hello, and everything like that. Mwah. Mwah.
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
I don't
Let me know when you're in
Who
the
made
mood.
dessert?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
will.
you? Was it you, honey? Did you make dessert? Okay, so if we go to the drawer, grab the present. And then we leave.
Oh, I forgot to call the landlord about the light switch. Am I doing that tomorrow?
Prove the
stuck.
day is restarting. Tell her what happened the night she ran away.
Oh,
I don't...
it was Chris. He hit you.
Blah blah blah.
I...
Look,
We're gonna talk about the
on my
cop.
so- Oh, God. Look. I didn't...
Oh no, talk to the wife.
so then
Tell her the
You
Polaroid
didn't kill him?
proves that she didn't
What?
kill him.
when you shot him, he survived.
No, that can't be.
Okay,
Babe,
cool.
And somebody else came in and
Somebody
killed him
else
on
came
New
in and
Year's.
killed him on New Year's.
Somebody else?
But it wasn't you. You weren't there. The Polaroid on the fridge, that proves it.
All this time. I need to sit down.
Okay, and now we can get some new information.
And in the next few minutes, the cop.
He's how you...
Yes.
Okay, cool. We're not gonna wait for him to arrive though. Talk about her past.
Father's a fit.
He... I don't know. But I guess... And my nanny. He wasn't all...
Okay. So
How'd your
we're gonna talk about that, all that, like how the mother found out about it, blah blah
No
blah.
complication. My dad. He wanted to... He could...
What did your mom?
Nothing. She hate...
What did he do?
Nothing. Denied it.
Okay, cool. What else? The nanny's child.
What do you know about your...
I honestly... I think I... No way. She
Okay,
hate...
cool.
What's...
My great-grand...
The watch is
It
a
was
family
gonna
heirloom.
passed down to me from my mom.
After I... shot my dad, I wasn't thinking. It's the...
Okay. Ask where the brother could be now.
I have no idea. Sometimes... My mom was so confident. And I mean, if this kid... did-
Oh, cool.
My dad-
Abe, Luke, Rod, rated with 3 viewers. It's so nice of you. Hi, Abe, Luke, Rod. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe Twitch stream channel. I really appreciate that. What's up? We were playing some good old 12 minutes. Just a really quick disclaimer for those of you, I don't know if any of you played this game previously or if you were watching this, but there are some heavy spoilers going on right now. So if you haven't played this game before or you're thinking about playing this game, please do not watch any further. Please. I appreciate the viewership and everything, but if this is a game you really, really think you're going to play for yourself, definitely come back and watch my VOD. Then I got a dip. I'm sorry. No worries. But I'm a really big fan of this game, and I love it, but there's some heavy spoilers going on right now. So definitely come back when you feel like you're ready to come back and watch the VOD. But honestly, I really appreciate the raid. That was so kind of you. Mwah, thank you. I really appreciate that. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the Italian Gamer Joe, and I play adventure games, puzzle games, horror games, thrillers, Nintendo games, most games like Nancy Drew, 12 Minutes, Sea of Thieves, Nintendo games. I play a ton. So have some fun, enjoy. If you don't think you're going to play this game, definitely sit down, enjoy, check out my content. We did beat this game already, but we're trying to get some other endings from this game. So I'm kind of using like a guided walkthrough since I kind of already played through this. So I'm in the process of kind of just like figuring out what I did the first time. It's a very deep game, and I love this game so far. And another thing too is if you want to hear a more in-depth opinion about this game, I have an Italian Gamer Joe podcast, and this Sunday I will be releasing an actual like full review. So if you like my content, feel free to give me a follow. Check out my podcast. It's anywhere podcasts are distributed: Spotify, YouTube, so on and so forth. And if you want to hear my full review for this game, you can. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on in. Thank you so much, Abe Lugrod, for the raid. I'll be sure to give you a follow as well. We are a very inclusive Twitch streaming community, so very open-minded people here. A lot of
Water
us.
Sovereign just followed.
Thank you very much, Water Sovereign, for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. Enjoy a bowl of pasta. We got
DD Cat 247 just followed.
Thank you very much, DD Cat 247 for the follow. I really appreciate that as well. Welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe community. I got another bowl of pasta for you as well, and some pizza, and some panzerotti, and some monocchini, and that's for all my viewers. Just take as much Italian food as you want. Now I really want Ternate al pesto. That's funny. Ternate al pesto. That's funny. Yeah, come on in. We're Italian stream. We're an Italian restaurant on stream. We're a chill Italian restaurant just playing through a horror game. But yeah, thank you so much for the follows, for the raid. Once again, we're playing a game called 12 Minutes, and I don't know if any of you have played it or heard of it, but without going too deeply into it, basically it's a thriller game. Absolutely, Abe Lugrod. I'll definitely check out your content after I stream tonight. So thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Have a great evening. And yeah, I'll definitely catch you after the stream tonight. But anyway, to give you some context, the main character is stuck in a time loop, and in every scenario of the time loop, he dies. So, or he does, not necessarily every scenario, but in most scenarios. So he's just trying to figure out a way to leave the time loop and keep himself, his wife, and his potential future baby alive. So that's kind of the dilemma here. And there's a lot of drama. This game has a lot of big names. What's the protagonist's name? It's I think Meatrud just said it. I think it's like James McAvoy. He's the protagonist. Daisy Ridley is the wife. Willem Dafoe is the cop. There's some big names in this game. And like McAvoy, he's from Split. He's from the M. Night Shyamalan films. He's the main character. Willem Dafoe, I think Candy Girl mentioned this. He plays the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Daisy Ridley is from Star Wars. So there's some really big names in this game. I'm actually really shocked by the quality of the voice actors that decided to agree to jump onto this game. I'm very, very impressed. This game very much feels like I'm watching a Netflix show with the amount of suspense going on here. And it's not a short game either. I went into this game completely blind, and it took me about 6 hours. About 6 hours to complete it. And because I'm trying to get alternate endings, I think that number jumped up to 7 or 8. It's probably going to take me another hour and a half maybe to beat it. So for the $20 that you're paying for this game, it's definitely worth it, especially if you're going in blind. There's a lot you have to do to solve it and beat it, and with the amount of endings and the amount of just lore, there's a lot to explore here. And definitely worth it. Definitely worth your time, your money. This game feels like a Netflix show. Like, that's what this game feels like. And yeah, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with the developer. This game has just the most amazing game design that I've ever gone through. So Metra redeemed a Little Flex, and then Escablaze and Vape redeemed an Embarrassing Story. So here is your Little Flex, Metra. Good thing my game is paused. And then, let's see. An Embarrassing Story. So, I gotta come up with a good list of embarrassing stories. I was playing this game yesterday night, and the wife was going through a really intense situation where she was admitting a confession, and I sat back in my chair, and my chair malfunctioned, and I fell. And you can watch it. You can watch it on yesterday's VOD. My chair malfunctioned. I fell backwards, and I was really embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god! For the first time ever, my chair malfunctioned on a Twitch stream. This is so embarrassing. I hope none of my viewers saw it. So that is a very, very embarrassing story that I have to tell. That I fell on a Twitch stream off my own chair, and I'm sitting. Yeah, so I do got more embarrassing stories, so I'll definitely come up with more as I go. But yeah, if that wasn't good enough, Escablaze and Vape, I can try another one for you, but we're going to continue the game, and we'll jump right back in. So anyway, thanks again for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm going to jump back in and see what we missed here. So what else do we have to do? Who killed your father? Okay.
So, who could have killed him?
I mean, with his work, he had a lot of enemies. It's not like he was always the easiest guy to deal with. I mean, I never even... Is that him? Up.
Wait. No, wait, no. Talk about our past, this topic, other topics. Tell her it's a good time for the dessert.
Let's talk later.
Okay, we're gonna let the option play out.
Is that him?
Yes.
What do we do? Do we open the door?
Come on, I know you're home. Open the door.
We need to tell him the truth.
Okay, we'll tell him.
I'm with the police. Turn around, please.
Turn around, please.
Stop. I have something you need to see.
What did you say?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, I can...
No excuse.
See, so...
You have to listen to me.
Unfortunately...
No, I do not. Only people I have to listen to are my daughter and my mother. And my mother's dead. Now shut up. That's enough. Hold still.
The only people I listen to are my daughter and my mother.
No, I didn't do it. Ow.
Okay.
And we're back. He won't listen to us. How do I make him listen? Who would he listen to?
So what we're going to do is we're going to call Bumblebee. Bumblebee is the daughter. I'm going to close the door. And then we're going to call Bumblebee. Wait, did I call Bumblebee? Call her.
Fucking light switch.
Hello?
Hey, I got your number from your dad.
What?
Okay. We're going to tell her the father's going to
Dad
arrest
says
the
that my
wife.
wife killed her father. He's coming to hurt her.
This isn't funny, you creep.
Say your wife is innocent.
Listen, my wife is innocent, but your daddy, he won't listen to us.
I don't know what you're talking
Okay, cool.
He doesn't have
Cool.
the whole story. Please, could you just tell him to listen to us?
No, why would...
Please, he's making a big mistake. You can help him.
I mean, Fine. Okay. I'll call him.
Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to grab the Polaroid on the fridge. If the wife doesn't attack us. Kisses. Okay. Mwah. Mwah.
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever.
Not
Guess who made dessert?
now.
Okay.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? I got to say it instead. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to prove the day is restarting. Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Tell her what happened the night she ran away.
I know how.
What are you?
No, it was Christmas.
Okay,
And he hit
blah,
you.
blah, blah.
How?
I. But he didn't.
Where are you?
He survived. Somebody else. That old Polaroid. It proves.
This.
I know.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk to the wife again. We're going to tell her about the cop that's coming in.
And in the next few minutes, the cop is going to be at the door.
Yeah.
He's how you found out about
Yes.
And then we're going to leave the
Let's talk
conversation. We're going to give her the Polaroid.
Here, you have to take the picture. I'm not going to be able to give it to you later.
Okay.
And then we're going to wait for the cop to arrive. Let's wait for him to arrive.
We wait.
Okay. So now we're going to wait for the cop to arrive, and then we're going to watch the scene play out.
Hey, Bumblebee.
So he gets a call from
What's up?
Bumblebee. You can notice here that he's talking to Bumblebee.
What do you... Honey, I think you got prank called.
Perfect excuse to dance, I know, right? Esco Blazing Babe. I know. Ridiculous.
Listen to us. Oh, okay, I'll listen to him, but honey... Yeah, don't worry, Bumblebee. I'll take care of this. I love you more.
So Bumblebee is telling the father to listen to them.
All right,
Is that
open
him?
up.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Shit. Wait. Stop. I have something you need to see.
What did you say?
Yeah, so watch what happens now.
I didn't kill my father. I have proof.
Sure you do.
Look at this picture. Look at the date. New Year's Eve, the day my dad died. This coffee shop is around the corner. I couldn't have killed him. I can't be in two places at once.
Congratulations. You faked a photograph.
How do you fake a Polaroid?
Yeah, exactly. How do you pick a Polaroid?
That's it.
What? It shows I didn't do it.
You shot him and you left him to die.
But it wasn't...
What an embarrassment. He was a great man. I can't imagine what he would...
You knew him?
Knew him. He was like a father to me. Taught me everything I know. He trusted me, and you shot him.
I had no idea. I'm sorry. I miss him too. How did you know him?
No, you missed your chance to talk. Now it's my turn. That's enough. Hold still.
Oh my! No, it's not. I'm not who you're looking for.
Wait a minute. Something's playing out differently than I expected. Something seems different. I'm a little confused right now. Talk to your wife, prove the day is restarting, tell her what happened the night she ran away, grab your wife's phone, use your app to call Bumblebee. Speak to your wife and talk about the hop. Choose let's wait for him to arrive. Yeah, I'm a little confused.
out!
That was weird.
And we're back.
Yeah, we didn't have the monster conversation yet. How do you trigger that? Nope, 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 nope.
Hey there.
Hey, honey. Yeah, I'm confused. I thought we had that conversation with the brother
I
already.
didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
I'm a little confused about that now. Let's call Bumblebee.
Hello?
Hey, your dad says that my wife murdered her father. Can you help? Please, he is gonna hurt her.
What?
So you think I have to electrocute?
Don't call me.
So you think I should electrocute the guy again? I can try that. I can try that.
And we're back.
I think you're right. I think I think I have to grab both mugs. I think you're right, Candy Girl. Thank you for suggesting that. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try that real quick. Okay. Let's fill the mug with water now. Get that out of the way. Guess who made dessert? Hey Oreo, how's it going? Welcome.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever.
Guess who made
Who
dessert?
made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
Cool. Now I'll grab the sleeping pills. Close the door. Oh, no. Oops. Okay. And then we'll close the door from this way. Medicine cabinet. Grab the sleeping pills, combine them. Cool. These pills pack a punch. It's so true, Candy Girl. One very minute detail can change everything. It's
Water?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I was about to grab some.
It's definitely not as easy to yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely not as easy. There's a lot going on here in mechanics. And you kind of have to like go through all of it. And you know, we beat this game. Like so going through it all over again, it's very, very intense.
I'm so tired all of a sudden.
We're gonna have to escort the book at some point.
Just gonna lie down for a sec. We'll talk later.
Okay, so she's gonna go to bed and she's gonna pass out. She's gonna pass the fuck out. Yep. I like how it doesn't faze him anymore. Oh, no, door. Cool. Yeah, that's true. I could just check her inventory, but I'm just gonna hold off for now. Door. Now we wait. Now we wait.
Now we wait.
I love the fast forward music that plays. Cool. Open up. I wonder what happens if you do this and call Bumblebee.
Come on, I know you're home.
Like, I'm curious to
Open the
see
door.
if that changes anything.
Anyone home? Hello? Police? Come on out.
This game is very complex. Ooh. And there are some games I've played that are very similar to this. I'm on the 12 Minutes Reddit, and people were saying, like, what games are similar to this game? And there's a few. There's actually quite a few games that are very similar to this game. Very similar to this game. If you want to know, I can tell you after I do this. If you are looking for games that are similar to this game and you really enjoyed this game, there's actually quite a few. There's Ghost Trick Phantom Detective on Nintendo DS and iPad. That one's really cool. It's very similar to this game. Another game that's very similar would be Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. Like very very similar in terms of like the way game works with the whole like timeline system.
Listen up.
Okay. I think what we have to do. You have to. Yeah.
You know she has a brother?
What?
It was from the affair with the nanny.
That was years ago.
What do you know about him?
Thanks,
Nothing.
Kenny. Thanks, Kenny girl.
This is the first I've heard of it.
You knew her?
Yeah. I own. Now what?
She was.
So, I don't care. There's no.
I'm telling.
And Christ.
Hey. I just found. I don't have. It's all. Please.
You should. Before.
Okay,
Let
hold
me
on.
go.
Hold on. Is there more to it?
Can't open that with just.
All right, listen up.
Your dog. Don't you. Got me.
What do you know about?
Who? It was your.
Maybe I should have asked him
Think
that.
you got murdered.
Maybe I should have asked him that after I showed him the photo of the wife. Maybe.
Shit.
Look at this picture.
What about it?
Look at the.
That's the.
But she.
Okay. Hundreds of miles away.
No shit.
Who could have killed
So-
their father?
I don't know. Everything.
I think what's to her.
All right, listen up. So.
I don't. Everything.
Maybe I should. Yeah, that's interesting. So I don't know what else to. What if I just shoot him?
Don't do that. I won't tell anyone. Please.
It's messed up. It's messed up. Okay. Oh yeah. Oop. We're gonna reset the time loop anyway. So.
And we're back.
So it didn't even matter that we did that. I'm gonna try to prove the innocence of the wife first, and then ask about the brother. Maybe that will trigger it. God, I'm imagining this game having like a speedrunning community. Like, I'm imagining this game having a speedrun community. Like, I want to know when it gets to that point. Like, it's gonna be crazy. People are gonna be like, "Oh, I can beat the game in 30 seconds, in 30 minutes."
Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in.
Yeah, I will.
Like, God, it's gonna be insane. People are gonna beat this game in like 30 minutes and be like, "I beat it that fast," and it's like, we're struggling to get, like, we're 6 hours into it, 8 hours into it, and it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, I'm imagining like people trying to find all the trigger points and all the events. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly, DD Cat. They beat it in like 12 minutes. It's like, wait, what? You actually beat the game in 12 minutes? Oh my god.
What?
Imagine if you could beat this game in
Oh,
12 minutes.
Yeah, thanks. I was about to grab some.
Imagine if you could actually beat this game in 12 minutes. Okay, now she's gonna pass out again.
Guess who has 2 thumbs and remember to pay the electric bill today?
Minus 2 minutes.
So tired all of a sudden.
That's funny. I like that.
Lie
Minus
down
2
for a
minutes.
sec. We'll talk later.
Plus 60 minutes. I know, right? Okay, let's go prime the door. Let's go prime the room so that she can, you know. Bam. Bam. Okay. Let's close the door. Go here. Go inside. Close the door. And now we wait again.
Now we wait.
Police, open up.
I'm reading the walkthrough right now, trying to decide like what there is I'm missing.
Come on, I know you're home. Open
Let's
the door.
see.
Anyone home? Hello? Police, come on out.
Okay. It could be. And Candy Girl, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know there was a game called Overboard.
What the?
Okay, now I have to quickly go and get that out of the way. And do this. Take the hog ties, the handcuffs, the revolver, the knife.
He's just passed out.
We're gonna make him unconscious, or we're gonna hog tie him. Okay. There's another game that this game reminds me of. I don't know if any of you have heard of it. It's called The Last Express. Very, very similar to this game.
What the fuck?
Listen up. Hey. I just found. I don't have. Please.
You should have thought about it
Looks
before you
nice.
fuck. Let me go.
And then we're
Alright,
also
listen
gonna prove that the wife is innocent.
She's innocent. She wasn't.
So, I don't care, man. There's no.
Insists that she's innocent.
Telling you, she's innocent.
And Christ.
Let's do the Polaroid and show him. No. The Polaroid.
Look at this picture.
What about it?
Look at the.
That's the.
But she.
I don't know.
Okay.
No shit.
Now that we did that,
You knew her father, right?
Yeah.
taught me a lot.
I owe.
I own this.
So, who could?
I don't. Everything.
All right, listen up. What do you know about?
Who? It was you.
So,
I don't know. Everything. Shit.
all right, listen up. So,
Oh my god, this
Everything
reminds me of Nancy
points.
Drew. When Nancy's like,
Okay,
I
okay.
need to know who took the Pakal carving.
Don't you.
I need to know who took the Pakal carving. Okay, let's just leave. All right.
And we're back.
Okay. Let's do this again. Okay. When you call Bumblebee, it doesn't get you anywhere though. The cop just leaves. Instead, let's get some more answers. Tell her the day is restarting. Yeah, monster never got mentioned. Okay, she'll get in and open the door.
Hey there.
Hey there. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
I didn't hear you come in.
Oops.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Guess
Let me know
who
when you're in
made
the mood.
dessert?
Yeah, I will.
Let me know when you're in the mood. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and call Bumblebee.
Hello?
Hey, please.
Blah blah blah. Say Rose is
My wife-
innocent.
I don't know.
Hey, he doesn't have.
Okay. But lose my.
Okay, so she's gonna call her father and tell her that that she's innocent, and then we're gonna go to the fridge and grab the Polaroid, and we're gonna prove the day was restarting with the wife. So let's go ahead and do that. Prove the day is restarting.
I'm stuck in a.
The night she ran away.
Look, how your father died, it was not what you think. I know how.
What are you?
No, it wasn't. It was Chris, and he hit you.
Okay.
I could, but he did.
What are you?
He survived. Somebody. It proves you.
Okay, so
This-
all this is happening. Cool. But wait, what about her past?
Your nanny.
My aunt. I never.
Never knew her name.
I mean,
Is that like.
I mean, I never.
But you.
I mean,
She should bring up
I
the
know.
brother though.
I didn't. But you. I guess. But well,
And in the next.
he's how you found out.
Yes.
It's funny trying to like retrace my steps.
The cop says that when he died, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Let's talk later.
Now is a good time for dessert.
Here, you have to take the.
Okay.
But they're not talking about monster. They're not talking about a so-called brother. So that part of it is throwing
Let's
me
talk
off
later.
a little bit.
This is too much.
Talk about the cop, and now we wait.
Now we wait.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying I'm trying to figure
So
out
then-
how.
Who killed him?
What?
If I'd known he was alive, I could have done something.
Honey,
I could have stopped it.
prank call.
I guess. I mean,
Did they threaten you?
the good news? That's it?
Okay, so we're gonna see what happens.
That's the secret.
I'm hoping this is the
That's
case.
the skeleton. And now that you know it, I mean,
Oh, okay.
You'll
I'll
still
listen.
have
But
me.
honey,
you can start fresh.
don't worry. Bumblebee.
Clean slate.
Take care of this. Love you more.
Okay, so
I've
we'll see what
never-
happens.
I've never been able to say that out loud before. So,
All right,
Is that
open
him?
up.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Let's talk. Get on the ground.
Wait, stop.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see if she brings up the brother.
I didn't kill my father. I have proof.
Sure you do.
Look at this picture. Look at the date. New Year's Eve, the day my dad died.
Let's see what
This
happens.
coffee shop's around the corner. I couldn't have killed him. I can't be in two places at once.
You proved that you faked the
Congratulations.
photograph, blah, blah,
You
blah.
faked the photograph.
How do you fake a Polaroid? Listen, I know my father was important to you. I miss him too.
But I always thought you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
But then,
I don't know. But it wasn't me.
I'm sorry.
Huh.
I really
And they
am.
didn't bring up the brother this time.
My daughter, she's all I care about.
Interesting.
She's dying. Cancer. And the insurance won't. I can't pay for the treatment.
Interesting.
That watch, though, it could cover it all. God, if she knew I was doing this, thank you for not. If you told her what I was really here for, she'd never talk to me again.
Well, somehow we managed to get.
Now.
Somehow we
Wait,
managed to
just
get
a
this done. Like we somehow we managed to do it. So I wasn't expecting that to happen. So we did it. We did it.
Here, take the watch. You need it more than I do. She does.
But we're getting
Pretty
it.
good
But,
at
but it's not over yet.
finding people, obviously. I'll find out who killed your father.
Thank you.
Actually, there's one thing that might help.
What?
When I found him, he lost a lot of blood. I tried to stop the bleeding, but anyway, he was saying something.
What was he saying?
Just the word monster, over and over. I always wondered what it meant.
It's my brother. Oh my God.
It's her
You have a
brother.
My mom was right. She was right all along. When my father and
Crazy.
Penny were having their affair, there was a baby. A boy.
A baby. I knew about the affair, but he never mentioned a child.
My mother hated him for it. Hated the kid too. Always yelling at my dad about the monster. That's
Crazy.
him.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. But I'll find him. For you and for him.
Thank you. Wow. So what happens
Crazy.
now? Is it over?
I think it is. Yeah. Now we can go find your brother and move forward.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go blazing, babe. I don't
I never
know.
thought I'd be able to tell anyone what happened. I thought I'd have to hold that forever. But you listened. And you're still here.
I told you. I'm not going anywhere.
Man. I really, really love you.
Really. Really. I really love you. You too.
Of course. Of course. You know, even after the second, third time I've seen this,
I just don't know.
it still drives me crazy. Like how much of a plot twist that was. Like you thought you think it's over. You think it's over, and then bam, you get thrown to a loop again. No.
Hey there.
Hey, babe. Mwah. Guess who made dessert?
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know.
I know, right?
Yeah, I will.
British people do a really good job at faking American accents. Like I gotta give them a lot of credit for that. Okay, we're gonna call Bumblebee.
Hello?
I love British accents.
Your dad says that my wife murdered her father. Can you
British.
help? Please, he is gonna hurt her.
What are you
Okay, say your wife is innocent.
I don't know what you want.
Hey, he doesn't have the whole story.
Oreo is now
Okay,
lurking. Cool.
fine.
Thanks for the lurk,
I'll call
Oreo.
him.
I really
I'll
appreciate
lose my
that. If you miss any of this, you're welcome to watch the VOD, and you're also welcome to check out the stream on YouTube, where I have the walkthrough uploaded there as well. It'll be part 3, and probably, hopefully, the final part of this game. Why is it not letting me?
Thunder. I wasn't expecting a storm. Good night.
Okay, let's talk to the wife again, confront her. Prove the day is restarting. Tell her what happened.
I know how he really died.
What are you doing?
No, it wasn't. It was Christmas, and he hit you.
How could you know?
I couldn't.
Okay, so we're proving to her what happened.
What are you?
He survived. Okay, see, your brother. The one you always called Monster, he killed him a week later.
I have a fucking brother?
A half-brother from... He's the one... That Polaroid from the... It proves... It. What is...
So he's adding more information to it.
Okay, you ready? A man is about to ring the...
Okay, yeah, there we go.
He was close to you, and when your dad died, it really...
Messed him up. Okay, and then we're gonna give her the Polaroid. Nope. We're not giving the couch the Polaroid. We're giving the wife the Polaroid.
Okay.
And then we'll see if there's anything else we can talk about. No. Okay.
Let's talk later.
I'm gonna grab the baby clothes for a second.
This is too much.
Present.
And some...
We're gonna open it.
Is coming? Okay, we'll tell him the truth. He'll listen, right?
Oh, actually, no. Go
He
back.
has to.
Go back in there for a second. I need to read it for a second.
I mean,
Baby clothes with my mother's name.
Oh,
She wants to name her Dahlia
insane.
after my mom.
Okay, so now we're gonna
all these
wait.
years,
Talk about the cop. Let's wait for him to
No.
arrive.
Wait.
all these years. To ask, I guess. I mean, the good
Hey,
news.
Bumblebee.
That's it.
What's up?
That's the secret. That's the skeleton.
Okay, so now this is where
Now that you
this is
know
where
what
shit
I
goes
mean.
crazy.
If you'll still have
Honey,
me,
I think
you can
got
start
time.
We have to
fresh.
wait though for it to happen.
Clean slate.
Right. Listen to what?
I've never been able to say that out loud before.
Oh, okay. I'll listen.
So we're almost there.
Honey.
Thank you
Yeah.
for listening.
Don't worry, Bumblebee. I'll take care of this.
Okay, so
Love you
now
more.
we're gonna wait for this conversation to finish out.
All right.
Is that
open
him?
up.
Cool.
Okay. Let's talk. Get on the...
Wait, stop. I have something you need to see.
Okay.
What
So
did you
we're gonna let
say?
them talk to each other, and then we'll see what happens.
I didn't kill my father.
What?
He had a love child. Bastard. That's your killer.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't care what you believe. The bastard destroyed everything
Okay,
I loved.
so we're gonna wait and see what happens.
Destroyed my mother. She called him the monster, and he was.
Monster?
What?
Oh, it's just... That was the last thing I heard him say. It never occurred to me that it meant... that.
Listen, I know my father was important to you. I miss him too.
But I always thought... You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Okay,
then-
so then something's gonna happen.
No. But it wasn't me.
I'm sorry.
So now they're gonna bring up the
Really?
nanny.
My daughter, she...
Well, after that, after
She's
this.
all I care about. She's dying. Cancer. And the insurance won't. I can't pay for the
It's really,
treatment.
this is so sad.
That watch, though, it could cover it all. God, if she
This
knew I
game
was
makes
doing
me
this,
want a pocket watch in real
thank
life.
you for not. If you told
Suddenly,
her
like, want to go
what I
pocket watch
was really
shopping.
here for, she'd never talk to me again. I'm going now.
Wait, just a second.
Okay, so she's gonna grab the watch.
Here. Take the watch.
Something else is gonna happen.
You need it more than I do. She does.
I'll look for your brother. I'll start with the nanny, go from there.
How much do you remember about her?
They're gonna
It's
try
been a long
to
time.
talk about the name.
Do you
Yeah.
remember her name?
Something flowery. Daphne, Daisy, something like that. I'll dig into it. I'll let you know when I know more.
And then we'll do the cop now.
Wow.
No, wait.
What
Why?
happens now? Is it over?
Seriously?
No, it's gonna happen again. I have no fucking.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
That was a glitch.
Oh, the nanny. Flower. Fuck.
That's annoying. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do it again. Alright, let's do it again. You know, I mean, it's possible. Oh my god. It's possible we needed to do that first. I don't know.
Hey there.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
I didn't hear you.
Not now.
Okay.
Oopsie. Okay, we're gonna go to the drawer. We're gonna get the present. Oh, we're gonna open it. Cool.
Baby clothes with my mother's name. She wants the name.
And then we're gonna call Bumblebee.
Oh, we gotta clean that closet.
Hello?
Hey, please.
What?
Insist
My
the wife
wife-
is innocent.
I don't know what you want.
Hey, he doesn't have the whole.
Okay. I'll lose my
Okay. And then after that, we're gonna get the Polaroid from the fridge, make the wife go through an existential crisis.
Thunder. I was not expecting a storm tonight.
And now we're gonna prove the day is restarting.
stuck in
Tell her what
Look, how your father.
happened.
I know how you.
What are you?
No, it wasn't. It was. And he hit you.
How could you?
I. c-
And then the
I did-
brother
What are you?
He's your brother.
monster.
He killed.
Okay.
I have.
I have. He's the one that pulled. It proves it.
What is?
I know.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? A man is about.
Okay.
Who's
The
cl- and when you're
the
dead.
cop now. We're talking about it. And then we're gonna give her the Polaroid.
Here, you have to take.
When
the
he
picture
says
out.
something flowery, that's when I'm
Okay.
supposed to give it. So, is there anything else I have to say? I don't think there is. Yeah.
No, we wait.
I mean,
Cool.
good news. That's it.
Hey, Bumblebee.
Oh no no no
That's
no!
the
no.
secret.
Wait, I have to wait for the phone call.
That's the
What's up?
skeleton.
I have to wait for that phone call to
Now that
finish.
you know it, I mean,
What?
if you'll still have
What do
me,
you-
we can start fresh.
Honey.
Clean
Got
slate.
prank call. What the? Did they threaten you?
I've never,
Listen
I've
to what?
never been able to say that out loud before.
Honey, you got prank
So-
called.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'll listen.
For
to 'em,
listening.
But honey. Yeah. Don't worry, Bumblebee. I'll take care of this.
All right, let's see what happens.
I love you more.
Hopefully, it'll pan out the way we're expecting it to.
All right,
Is that
open
him?
up. Okay, let's talk. Get on the ground, please.
Wait, stop. I have something you need to see.
What did you say?
I didn't kill my father.
What?
He had a love child. Bastard.
So we're gonna wait for this to
That's
pan
your
out.
killer.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't care what you believe. The bastard destroyed everything I loved. Destroyed
We
my
can't
mother.
show the baby clothes
She
yet because
called
it's not
him
the
a
right time in the
monster,
conversation.
and he was.
So we're gonna wait for it to pan out.
Monster.
Watch everything.
What?
Oh, it's just... That was the last thing I heard him say. It never occurred to me that it meant... that.
Listen,
I know my father was important to you. I miss him too.
But I always thought you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
But then,
I don't
So we're just
know,
waiting for it to pan out.
but it wasn't me.
I'm sorry. I really am. My daughter, she's all I care about. She's dying. Cancer. And the insurance won't. I can't pay
So
for the
sad.
treatment. That watch, though, it could cover it all. God, if she knew I was doing this, thank you for not... If you told her what I was really here for, she'd never talk to me again. I'm going now.
Wait just a second.
Okay, so now she's gonna grab the watch. She's gonna grab the pocket watch. She's gonna give it to him. We're waiting for that to finish up.
Here, take the watch. You need it more than I do. She does.
I'll look for your brother. I'll start with the nanny, go from there.
How much do you remember about her?
And then
It's been
when
a
he,
long
when he says
time.
something
Do
flowery.
you remember her name?
Okay, something flowery.
Something flowery. Daphne, Daisy, something
Sir?
like that.
Look at this.
Okay, there we go.
Cute
We got
one,
it.
See? So, what?
The name. Look at the name. Is that the nanny that he had the affair with?
There we go.
Yes! Dahlia! That's it. Her name was Dahlia.
Why are you saying this?
No,
Is this some kind
please,
of...
God.
Is this funny to you?
She was my
Mother.
no, no, no.
This is the big plot twist. So we got the first, like, when the first, like, inner circle of the pocket watch starts moving, that's when shit starts to get real. And this is when we go back in time and we wake up in this room.
Hey, come on, snap out of it.
See? This is the past.
Look, I know this is a lot to drop on you. But I gotta know that we're on the same page concerning these feelings. So consider your answer to this question very carefully. What do you want with my daughter?
I can't just stop feeling for her.
So we're supposed to
I love
believe
her.
that the protagonist is
I
in
love
love
her
with the
with everything
daughter,
in me.
I don't
but he
care
didn't
about your
know
feelings.
that,
Feel
that
however
they were
you feel.
siblings.
Feelings don't matter. What are you going to do? You're fucking radioactive, you know that?
You want to know my answer?
Yes, I do.
Look, maybe she doesn't need to know. Maybe we can just be happy.
What, we just keep this from her? You expect me to stand here and say nothing while you just fucking dance around like nothing's wrong? What if she gets pregnant? You want me to just keep this secret from her? From my daughter?
This is where things get really
We
intense.
just pretend to be happy?
I don't know. People pretend to be happy all the time.
You don't love her, you snake. If you loved her, you wouldn't lie to her. She deserves better than you. You fucking idiot.
This is where things get really
You were
intense.
so naive, so stupid.
Oh no. What the fuck?
So what's going on right now is that's the past, and we just discovered that the brother is the husband, and that he murdered the father in self-defense. And now the loop is restarting again.
How could I? No. You can't fucking be. How
Yes.
could I forget?
Honey?
Exactly.
Babe, are you...
No, you stay back.
Yes.
Hey, it's me. It's me. It's okay.
He's not the
It's
villain,
okay.
though. It's really hard to explain.
Don't touch me!
Let me help. What is it?
Stay away!
Talk to me.
No!
Whoa. Tell me what... Hey.
But... It can't be true.
So he keeps... so the time loops are still happening. So there's a way to figure out the time loop, and we're gonna do something real quick.
Hey there.
We're gonna do something real quick.
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever.
Best night ever.
Guess who made
Guess
dessert?
who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
So we're gonna let her turn the light on, and then we're gonna ask her about the book she's reading.
What you reading?
Oh, it's not really your thing.
Oh, try me.
You're gonna make fun of me. It's a book of meditations. Zen stuff.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Wait, but why can't we read it?
Why a book on meditations?
I don't know. I've always been curious about it. My dad was always into that sort of thing.
My Zen wife, huh?
Look, there's a line. It is only by forgetting that we ever really drop the thread of time and approach the experience of living in the present moment. Babe.
Yeah, you're right. Not my thing.
Cool. Good talk, honey.
As you were. I'll just let her read it.
So there's something we have to do. If we get the spoon.
Thunder. I wasn't expecting a storm tonight.
Yeah, they're related. They're half siblings. Because their father had an affair, and his mother died in childbirth, and had him. Father wanted to adopt him, but didn't. And it wasn't until years later that just by complete coincidence, the sister and brother met each other, but didn't know. So we're waiting. So what's happening right now is the pocket watch is going back in time, and consider this like a Life is Strange situation where we're going back in time and we're giving ourselves the opportunity to reset things and change things. So you technically don't have to kill the father. You can actually go back and change the past. So now what's happening is we're going back in time to when the father was still alive, and we're given the opportunity to change things.
Hey, there he is. You back? Look, I know this is a terrible shock, but we need to be on the same page. These feelings for my daughter.
The book wasn't on the shelf before, but now it is on the shelf.
Look, this isn't how I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess...
This isn't one of the other endings in the game you can get.
I guess there is a world where I leave, and where she doesn't get to know why.
There is. And I know it's hard.
So this ending is called the Alone ending.
Thank you for understanding why it needs to be this way. This whole... I've made so many mistakes.
So you're choosing to make sure... You're choosing to let go of your feelings for your wife and for your sister. Because you never knew she was your sister. And he's upset because he truly loved his... He really, really, truly loved his wife. He didn't know. He had absolutely no idea that it was his sister. He had no clue. So, it's sad because this was his soulmate, someone he really wanted to, marry and have the kids with, and he never knew. He just didn't know. And it's not until the end of the game This is why you don't cheat and abandon your children. I know. The father should have adopted the son, in my opinion, but the mother, so like the wife's mother, didn't want it to happen, and then I think she died at some point. And that's what makes it really sad. So in this specific ending, you are alone. Exactly, don't sex the nanny. But yeah, it's just a crazy plot twist, crazy scenario for what's going on right now in this game. I'm really glad that I'm playing this game a second time because, for me, like, I'm starting to understand the mechanics a little bit better, and even though it took a few tries to get things right, I was able to get it right. This is definitely a game I could see myself playing again. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. There's still another ending we didn't get yet. There's another ending we didn't get to see yet, because we saw this ending last night, but there's more endings, and I'm not ready to end the stream. Where there's more endings, because notice how there's 3 layers to the pocket watch. There's still one more ending we didn't get yet, and then there's another ending we didn't get yet. So there's actually several endings we did not get yet. Last night I did the forget ending, where all the layers of the watch like undo themselves, and that's the ending where you restart the game, which in itself is an ending. Which is also kind of funny too, because so notice how the game puts you back at the main menu. So basically in that scenario, you forgot you basically it's not, the game did not reset itself. This is just an alternate universe where you're alone. Notice how there's no doors to any apartments. There's no, like, it's a very strange, like, scenario here. Because this is not how it's supposed to go. And now the loop is going again. But what's interesting about this loop is that there's sorry, one second. There's no furniture in the apartment. There's no kitchen. The closet is completely empty. There's nothing in here. This is just a window. The bedroom is completely empty. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's very, very, like, scary. Very creepy. If you go to the ventilation grid...
Can't open that with just my hands. Can't open that with just...
You can use the key on the ventilation grid. And then if you grab the pocket watch, you'll see that it's screwed up. So there's not much you can do with it, and you're kind of stuck in this limbo. You're stuck in limbo, basically. And the only way to fix the limbo and to get yourself out is to go back to here, I think. Right? 12 minutes before. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's actually here. Right? No, it's wrong. It's telling us no. Maybe it is that one. I just screwed it up. I was just wrong. I think that is the right time. Yeah, that is the right time. Yeah. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm going back in time again. And it's resetting itself again.
Hey, there he is. You back? Look, I know this is a terrible shock, but we need to be on the same page. These feelings for my daughter, your sister. Look,
I don't care. I don't. I love her no matter what.
No matter what. No matter. Think about that.
Maybe she doesn't even need to know. Maybe
So we
we
know
can
when
just
this, you know how this
happy.
plays out.
You're suggesting I keep this from her. She's pregnant. You got your sister pregnant. What happens when the baby is born? You just pretend like you didn't do all this, didn't cause all this pain? Like we don't know where the problem started?
I don't know. People pretend all the time.
Yeah. Not here. I'm ending this. You just won't listen!
It's fucked up.
Stupid!
Sir? Are you... Sir?
So what ended up happening was we didn't shoot the father. We just... He just hit his head. He just hit his head. And now we're going back to the loop originally. So this takes us back into the loop again. There's an ending that I want to do,
Wait, sir, no,
and I'm going to try to see if I can trigger it.
Stop!
So my plan right now is to try to trigger an ending, and I don't know if I'm going to trigger it, but we're going to try and see what happens. I don't know if it's going to work, though.
Hey there.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
So if they turn the light on, if she turns the light on, you can, like, she'll kind of like do her thing, and then she'll turn to you and be like, are you okay?
Hey, there
See?
he is.
Want to sit for a second?
So he'll just like go and sit down, and
How
then
was your day?
Okay.
I'm glad you're home. I missed you.
Yeah. Me too.
You know, I was thinking, what if there was room for something more in our lives?
Sure.
Sure?
What were you saying?
You even listening?
Sorry, I was somewhere else. What were you saying?
Nothing. Never mind.
I think she asks about the affair, but I'm double checking.
Oh, I forgot to call the landlord about the lights.
I think at some point she'll ask about the affair that she's having.
Do you trust me?
Sure.
Yeah, here we
So
go.
what if, hypothetically, I had an affair?
Enough. Did you?
No, I didn't, but hypothetically. Would you want me to tell you?
What are you... Babe, I'm not really in the headspace for hypotheticals right now.
Uh-huh. Because you're so busy.
Seriously? Fine. I would prefer if you would not tell me.
Why?
It's in the past, so what's the point?
So lying would be better?
Will you just please fucking say what it is you're trying to say?
Wow, okay. You're fun to talk to right now.
Well, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Look, my head right now, it's full of noise.
Well, I won't add to it.
There's a way to
I'm gonna
get
go
that
to the
ending,
bedroom for a
though,
bit.
and I'm
Babe.
a little bit confused how you get that ending. And then she gets mad and she goes to...
Ow! Gotta get this fixed, babe. Someone's gonna get hurt.
There's a way to get to get that ending, and I'm just trying to really quickly try to get this one. Let me see real quick. There's a way to get it. It's called the 12 minutes listen ending. So
Can't get to that door.
Okay.
So it says, do nothing in the first loop. Let everything play out and the game will end. The wife will loop to some past events that she wants to tell you somewhere else, and you'll have to leave the apartment.
Hey there. I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe we can't do this ending because he gets too pissed off about his headspace. Unless I just, like, do this for a second. Maybe, let me try this. Let me see if she does it like this. This might be how it works. Let me try it.
Hey, I finally remembered to put the spare key outside.
Let's try it this way instead. She might put the book away and ask about the affair. Maybe. We'll see. Or she just reads the book the whole time. Oh, there we go. Oh, damn it.
Thunder.
I wonder.
I wasn't expecting a storm tonight.
I'm actually kind of confused. I wonder if that does cause it or not. Let's see. I wonder if she brings it up now. If she does, I'm hoping she does.
Guess who has 2 thumbs and remember to pay the electric bill today?
Oh my god. Please bring up the affair. Is she gonna bring it up? I'm kind of shocked that... Did the game lock us into the regular time loop?
Oh, I forgot to call the landlord about the light switch. Mind doing that tomorrow?
Maybe it locked us in and we can't do this one. Basically, we do nothing, and it says, let everything play out and the game will end. The wife will allude to some past events, but she'll want to tell you somewhere else. So yeah, maybe this is not the right way to do it.
And we're back.
Okay, so I'm going to do this again, but this time I'm going to grab the watch from the bathroom. And try it again. 12 minutes, listen, ending. I'm looking up to see, like... Yeah, how do you get the listen ending? Okay, so unfortunately...
Come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so you can get that listen ending, but only if in the first loop. So unfortunately, we can't do that ending. I made a mistake. It's only in the first loop, which is totally fine.
I forgot to call the landlord about the light switch. Mind doing that tomorrow?
We're gonna go to the ventilation grid, and I'm gonna see if I can play out that final ending. We're gonna grab the pocket watch.
What? How is this possible?
So what's happening right now is, it's, It's an ending that involved that it's the final ending for the. It's one of the final endings you can get in the game.
Hey, there he is. You back? Look, I know this is a terrible shock, but we need to be on the same page.
Okay, so
These feelings for my daughter, your sister. Look,
Hey, it's only by forgetting that we ever really dropped the thread of time and approached the experience of living in the present moment.
You read that one, eh? I know the idea of forgetting things sounds crazy, but what if you could? I can help with that if you want. All you have is the future. You'll forget everything you went through.
You're right. I don't want to forget.
So, what is it?
I'm not ready though, because I'm not 100% sure.
I
have to do something real quick though. I have to
love
double
her
check.
no matter what.
I don't think I did it right. Hold on.
No matter. Think about that. What would that even be? You don't mean that. You know what you need to say. So say it. Say it.
You're right. I don't want to forget.
So, what is it?
What if I just tell her the truth?
No.
I'm gonna see if I can try to get the mindfulness ending, because that's the one I want.
Absolutely cannot tell her that. Baby. That would break her.
She's stronger than you think.
So
she can handle it.
Maybe. But I won't make her.
Go here's to drag out the dialogue.
You just won't listen! Stupid!
Sir? Are you... Sir?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Okay. Okay. So, I'll explain in a second what I'm trying to do here.
No, wait. No.
Okay, so, there's something I have to do, and I have to wait for the wife to read the book. So, I know exactly what I have to do. So the forgetting is one of the quotes from the meditation book, but there's another quote that we have to get from her.
Hey there. I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever.
Guess who made dessert?
Who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So what's going to happen now is we're going to wait for her to read the book.
What you reading?
Oh, it's not really your thing.
Huh? It is only by forgetting that we ever really drop the thread of time and approach the experiences of living in the present moment.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, I'm a pretty mindful dude.
You never cease to amaze me.
I wonder, though, if there's another page of the book.
I'll just let her read it. I'll just let her read it.
I'm waiting for her to, like...
I'll just let her read it. I'll just let her read it. I'll just let her read it.
I'll just let her read it. I'll just let her read it. I'll just let her read it. Alright,
Let's talk later.
I'm trying to, like...
And we're back.
Determine how to get that... I'm trying to figure out how to get her to say that quote. Let's see.
Hey there.
You must get your wife to quote the red book she's reading. Make sure you do this at any
I
point
didn't
before your
hear
first
you
roll
come
credits.
in.
Start the pocket watch.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Tricked him
Let
like
me know
he's
when
waiting
you're
until
in
the
the
father tells
Yeah, I will.
On the 2 account appear in the screen. I'm gonna get okay. Should I get to return to the menu? I'm guessing if there's are there different times that we can do that though. Oh, she gets mad because I turned the light off. Oopsie.
Oh, I forgot to call the landlord about the light switch when doing
I'm
that
trying to
cleaning.
like see if there's a way that I can trigger it. I wonder if she turns the page and that's how she... Because now she's going to grab her water and then she'll start reading the book again.
Thunder. I wasn't expecting a storm tonight.
No, I didn't just start this. I'm trying to get the mindfulness ending, but I don't know how. I'm trying to figure out how to get the mindfulness ending.
You know, wise man once say, it's only by forgetting that we ever really drop the thread
my
of
God.
time and approach the experience of living.
Oh, yeah, Cherry. No, leave.
Ow.
Never doubt my reading skills again.
Definitely leave.
Yeah, okay. I won't.
Definitely leave.
I'll just let her read it.
But thank you very much for coming in, and definitely I recommend you check out my VOD, or the YouTube video when I finish it.
And we're back.
I'm looking at walkthroughs on how to unlock this ending. Okay. You have to keep interacting with the wife while she reads the book. So you kind of have to like keep interacting with her.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
So we're gonna
Let me
do
know when
that.
you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
I hope I didn't lock myself out of it. Because she should be quoting it.
You know, wise man once say,
Ow.
never.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just let her read it.
Other topics, talk about our past, I'm sure the day is restarting.
Let's talk later.
And we're back.
Yeah, I'm curious to figure out how to get it. It's very confusing to me. Because you're supposed to like get her, you're supposed to get her to...
Hey there.
Okay, she's gonna say hello to us.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when
Guess
you're
who
in the mood.
made dessert?
Yeah, I will.
Let's see. Listen ending, alone ending, blissful ignorance ending, continue ending.
Hey, I finally remembered to put the spare key outside.
Yeah, those are not...
Hey, there he is. Want to sit for a second?
Yeah, we'll let this play out.
How was your day?
Okay.
I'm glad you're home. I missed you.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You know,
Okay, let's see.
I was thinking, what if there is room for something more in our lives?
Sure.
Sure?
What were you saying?
You even listening?
Sorry, I was somewhere else. What were you saying?
Nothing. Never mind.
I was saying nothing. Okay.
Babe?
Sorry. One sec.
Okay then. Good talk, babe.
You know, wise man once said,
Damn it.
Ow.
never.
Yeah.
I borderline want to make her go through the electrocution thing with the cop to see if I can grab the book and read the quotes from it. Yeah, low key want to do that real quick. Because I don't know how else to do it. I'm gonna look it up real quick too on the Reddit and see like if people are also struggling.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
So So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out if I can get the... Oh no, I don't want to do the pocket watch yet, actually. Okay, and then we'll do this real quick.
Where are all the glasses?
I find it funny that they only have 2 mugs in this entire house. Want some water?
Water?
Oh, yeah, thanks. I was about to grab some.
Okay, cool.
You know, wise man.
Ow.
Blah, blah, blah.
Never.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tired all
So
of
she's
a
gonna get tired.
Oh, just gonna lie down for a sec. We'll talk later.
Okay, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her go, and then we're gonna do it quick.
Babe?
She should pass out now. Okay.
Babe?
So now we can search her body, take the book, and read it.
Huh? It is only by forgetting that we ever really drop the thread of time and approach the experiences of living in the present moment. Huh?
Okay, so he kind of just
And
like repeats it over and over again.
She's out.
Interesting. I wonder if the game locks you. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I don't think the game... I mean, if the game really truly does lock you, that would suck. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Where's the pocket watch? Okay, so we're going back in time again. There's gotta be some kind of like... I don't know, I'm not convinced. So much alone continue this open for the credits, so you can also earn an achievement for it. You'll have to interact with the message with Grid a couple of times up to get to a specific quote
Hey,
from her.
there he is. You back? Look, I know this is a terrible shock, but we need to be on the same page.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure
feelings
out
for my daughter, your
how
sister.
to...
Look, this isn't how I wanted to tell you. You deserve, both of you deserve better. You know, the thing I hate the most, worst thing in the world, disappointing my little girl. Well, that was the worst thing.
You want to know my answer?
Yes, I do.
I don't care.
Okay, so I'm
I
looking at a
don't- I-
walkthrough really quick.
I love her no matter what.
No matter what. No matter. Think about that. What would that even be? You don't mean that. You know what you need to say.
So
say it. Say it. Say it. You just won't listen. Stupid little shit.
Sir? Are you... Sir?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to look up how to get the mindfulness ending.
Fuck it.
And I'm a little bit lost. Let's see. How to unlock all 12 endings in 12 minutes. Listen ending, the coward ending, the groundhog ending, the confessed ending, the alone ending, the continue ending.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Yeah, I will.
So I'm looking really quick to see.
Hey, there he is. Want to sit for a second? How was your day?
Okay.
I'm glad you're home. I missed you.
Yeah. Me too.
You know, I was thinking, what if there's room for something more in our
Okay,
lives?
I'm like double checking.
Sure.
What were you saying?
If
Were you
there's
even
something I just
Sorry,
missed, if there's something like if there's something like I missed.
Else. What were you saying?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. So right now I'm kind of just
Do you
like
trust me?
trying to.
So what if, hypothetically, I had an affair?
Did you?
No, I didn't, but hypothetically. Would you want me to tell you?
What are you... Babe, I'm not really in the headspace for hypotheticals right now.
Uh-huh. Because you're so busy.
Seriously? Fine. I would prefer if you would not tell me.
Why?
It's in the past, so what's the point?
So lying would be better?
Will you just please fucking say what it is you're trying to say?
Wow, okay. You're fun to talk to right now.
Well, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Look, my head right now, it's just full of noise.
Well, I won't add to it. I'm gonna go to the bedroom for a bit.
Babe.
Okay, so.
Ow! Gotta get this fixed, babe. Someone's gonna get hurt.
I'm gonna go and follow her into the bedroom with the time I have and see if that can trigger it. Okay, let's see if the book, like, if there's any difference.
No. Wise man once say, it's only by forgetting
Yeah.
that we ever really drop the thread of time.
Ow.
Never.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it. That's what I'm confused about. Like, how are some people getting the mindfulness ending? That's what's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, according to the game, you can get this ending somehow. You have to get to that room. People are gonna speculate based on the game name. Blah. Okay. What I could also do is so there's a quote you have to find out from the wife in order to resolve a conflict, I guess. But it's not happening. It's not working. Like, it's called a mindfulness ending, and for some reason it's not triggering. So I'm a little bit confused on how to get the mindfulness ending. But what I could do instead is I could
Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Guess who made dessert? Okay. What we can also do is, though, we can also get the other ending that I wanted to get really bad, was the confessed ending. So for this one, we're gonna do is okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna, for the confessed ending, we're gonna prove the day is restarting. We're gonna call Bumblebee. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be slowing this. I'm kind of like slowing down with the stream a little bit because I'm like trying to figure this out. Okay, so we're gonna go to the clothes. We're gonna grab the phone. We're gonna go to the door. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do, but you know what? That's fine. She won't hear us if we do this.
Hello?
Hey,
Why are you...
please.
What?
We're gonna say the wife is innocent.
I don't know.
Hey, he doesn't have the...
Okay. I'll lose my number.
Okay. And then we're going to talk to the wife. We're going to tell her that, talk to her about the past and either tell her you are her brother or that you killed her father. But first we're going to prove the day is restarting. Tell her what happened the night she ran away.
I know how he really died.
What are you doing?
No, it wasn't. It was Chris. And he hit you.
How could you...
Okay.
I could.
So we're going to do all that.
I didn't want...
Listen,
What are you...
he's your brother. He killed
I have a fucking...
a half-brother from your father's affair. He's the one who did it. That Polaroid from the coffee shop, it proves it wasn't you.
What is going on?
I know. Okay, you're... A man is a...
Okay, the doorbell.
He was close to your... And when your dad...
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to...
Let's talk later.
No. We're going to talk to her again. Talk about the past. Tell her what really happened. And then what we're going to do is...
I don't know how... I'd forgotten the things that...
What are you talking...
it doesn't really matter which one you tell her.
From their father's affair.
What about her?
Her name was Dahlia. She was my mother.
What?
Your dad found me after your mother passed.
So he's confessing to it.
What are you saying? It was you? Oh my god, I'm going to be... I can't handle this.
Why? After all this...
So then what we're going to say is we're going to say that it's our fault. Say it's your fault, as in, like, it's
all my fault.
Yeah, it's his
all of
fault.
it. I should have told you. God, you're my only family. I couldn't lose you. If I could go back, I'd fix this.
Go back? If you could go fucking back. I'm having your child.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're sorry? That makes it better. Jesus.
And then we're going to confess.
The cop I told you about is going to be here soon.
He's come here before?
Yes. Look, I can't undo what I've done, but I can clear your name. I can confess.
Who are you?
Just let me try and fix this, please. I have ruined everything, but you deserve to have a life.
What is going on? Fine. We'll wait.
So now I'm going to go grab the watch
Hey,
while he's on the phone with his daughter. Shoot.
Bumblebee. What's up? What?
And then we'll do this really
What do you-
quickly if we can.
Honey, got Frank called. What the did they threaten?
Okay, so what's going to happen next is he's going to knock on the door and say you didn't do anything, ask about his daughter's illness, and then tell him you killed the father and your wife is the sister. Say you didn't do anything, ask about his daughter's illness, and then tell him that you killed her father and that your wife is the sister.
Oh, okay. I'll listen to him, but honey.
So the wife is going to talk about it first, and then it's going to turn to us. Say you didn't do anything, ask about his daughter's illness, and then tell him you have killed her father and that your wife is the sister.
All right,
Let's
open
do
up.
this.
So I think she's going to open it first.
You think you're funny? Calling my family?
What? What are you talking about?
No more games. Hands behind your back. Now!
Wait, stop. I have something you need to see.
What did you say?
I know you think I killed my father, but please, just listen to what my husband has to say.
Okay.
Go ahead, tell him.
You have anything you want to tell me?
Do it.
Okay, so listen.
Okay. So, what first we're going to do is, it says here, say you didn't do anything.
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything.
Excuse me?
I had nothing to do with this. I just found out.
Enough.
Wait, what?
No! No, please. Please don't.
Wait, that wasn't supposed to go.
Fuck!
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay.
Oopsie. The walkthrough was wrong. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. We'll do that again.
Hey there.
We'll try that again.
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Guess who made dessert? Oh, let's see. Wolfide raided me with a party of 8. Oh, how's it going, Wolfide? Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Thank you. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the Italian Gamer Joe, and I am a variety streamer. Tonight we're playing a game called 12 Minutes, and I'm going to give a quick shout out to Wolfide. For those of you that are my viewers, definitely check out his content. He plays a lot of, like, what I've seen Wolfide play is, like, Clue, like, a lot of more, like, multiplayer type games. So definitely check out his content. For those of you that are new to, like, part of Wolfide's community, we're playing a game called 12 Minutes, and I just have to tell you right now, please don't please leave the stream if you don't like spoilers. I'm really sorry. I really appreciate the viewers and everything, but what we're watching right now is a game called 12 Minutes, and it's a suspenseful thriller. It's a crazy game, like absolutely crazy. And if you want to be able to experience all the thrills and suspense and drama and plot twists for yourself, like please, definitely, I really appreciate the views and the follows and everything, but definitely make sure that you play the game for yourself first, and then come back and maybe watch my VOD or watch the YouTube walkthrough for me for this game. But I would hate it if this is a game you really wanted to play for yourself, and then you ended up getting it spoiled for yourself through my stream. So if this is a game you think you want to play for yourself, once again, it's called 12 Minutes. It came out last Friday. It's really popular. It's a suspenseful, like, crazy plot, crazy adventure game that's extremely popular right now. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we'll fight to you and to anyone that's watching. Please, I really appreciate it. But if this is a game that sounds like something you might want to play, then I highly recommend you click away from my stream and consider coming back when you've experienced it for yourself. If, however, you don't care, you don't mind the spoilers, then feel free to stay on it and have some fun. But yeah, like I said before, this is a very spoiler heavy playthrough, so viewer discretion is very much advised. You can get this game on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. It's a very intense adventure game, and we are at the game's end. This is legit the end of the game, so I really do not recommend you being here if you think you're going to play this game at some point in your life. This is one of those games that's very once you kind of know like the whole plot twist, it's kind of hard to like jump back into it. But yeah, haven't finished stream. Oh, and you're at the end. Yeah, exactly. So but thanks again, Wolfide, for that raid. I really appreciate that. It's so kind of you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And for all of you raiders that are here, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I play tons of different adventure games like Nancy Drew, Sea of Thieves, Nintendo games. I play tons of stuff. I'm a big variety streamer. 12 Minutes took me by surprise though, and I've been playing this game for the last 3 days, trying to like get all the endings and everything, and it's been a blast. So if you like adventure games and you like games with suspense, definitely check out more of my content. Yeah, it's nice to hang out with you all. We're gonna go ahead and try to get one of the endings
I finally remembered to put
of the game. So this is gonna take, I hope I have enough time. Oh shit.
Why would you do that? You're gonna ruin the apartment because I don't even know what you're looking for. That's it. I'm out of here.
We have to redo the loop. Shit. We have to redo the loop. That was my fault.
And we're back.
Oops. Yeah, I fucked it up. We have to redo the loop. I wonder how we get the mindfulness ending, though. Like, that's something that's really throwing me off. And if I have to do a 4th stream, I will. Yeah, we'll just call it Bumblebee. It's fine.
Hello?
Hey. Please,
Okay.
What?
Said wife is innocent.
I don't know what you want.
Hey, he doesn't.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's open the door. Talk to the wife. Well, actually, maybe, hopefully the wife didn't see us. Go to the medicine cabinet. Go to the ventilation grid. Grab the spoon. Shit.
Why would you do that?
Damn it, she
You're
saw
gonna
us.
ruin the apartment because I don't even know what you're looking for. That's it. I'm out of here.
How did she see us? Ugh. Okay, we're doing it again.
And we're back.
Damn it. Okay. I'll just say hi to her. Whatever. We'll just say hi to our wife. Nope. I always do that. right, let's wait for our wife to get out of here. Hi, honey.
Hey there.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night. Let me know when you're in.
Yeah, I will.
Let me know when you're in the mood. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna call Bumblebee.
Hello?
Hey, please,
Do
he's
this
gonna.
all again.
My
Say
wife-
she's
I don't know.
innocent.
Hey, he doesn't have the whole.
Okay. But lose my.
Okay, and then we're gonna go to the bathroom, close the door. Go under the ventilation. Use the key on the ventilation grid. Grab the pocket watch. Okay.
Thunder.
And
I was
then
not
what I
expecting
want
a
to do
storm
is
tonight.
we're gonna go to the playthrough. Oh my god.
You know, wise man once say, it's only by forgetting that we ever really drop the thread of time and approach the experience of.
How?
Never doubt my reading skills again.
Yeah, okay. I won't.
Choose the option to save as your phone. Give him the watch. Okay. So we're gonna have to talk to her. Prove the day is restarting.
I'm stuck.
Tell her what happened.
Look how you. I know.
What are you?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so we're gonna fast forward through all this.
How could you?
I could.
I did what?
Listen.
What?
Your
So
brother.
we're gonna continue fast forwarding through all this.
I have a.
He's
Blah blah
that
blah.
Polaroid from the. It proves. What? I know. Okay, you ready? A man.
Okay,
What?
and then he's
He was close to
basically
your
just
father,
explaining to us
and
like
when your
what's
dad-
gonna happen. Tell her what really
There were
happened.
things that if I could go back, I would change.
Say you're the brother.
Nanny from their father's affair.
What about?
Her name was Dawn. She was my mother.
What?
Your dad. It's.
Blah blah blah.
What are you saying? It was. Oh my god, I can't handle this. Why?
Say it's your fault.
Oh my. Baby. If I could go back.
You're. I wish.
Say we're gonna confess.
Look, the cop I told you about, you don't have. Look, I can't go back to the past, but I can confess now. Let me try and fix this. Please. You deserve her.
Oh, he was fine.
Will be.
Okay, so now what's gonna happen is
What's up? What?
finally choose
What
the
is-
option to say it was your fault. Give him the watch.
Honey, I think you got prank called. What do you think, right?
Okay.
Listen, what? Oh, okay. I'll listen to him. But, honey, yeah, don't worry, Bumblebee. I'll take care of this.
So we're gonna tell him what
Love you
happened. We have everything we need. Yeah, we just have the watch. We have the watch.
All right,
Let's
open
do
up.
this.
Okay, so she's gonna get up. And she's gonna, you know, confront him.
You think you're funny? Calling my family?
What? What are you talking about?
No more games. Hands behind your back. Now.
Wait, stop. I have something you need to see.
What did you say?
I know you think I killed my father, but please, just listen to what my husband has to say.
Okay.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, so we're gonna confront him and tell him that finally choose tell him you killed her father, tell him your wife is your sister. Guava, thanks for coming in here, but if you don't get out if you're gonna plan to play this game. Like, get out now if you're planning to play this. Like, it's called 12 Minutes. It's a really great game. Get out. if you're gonna, yeah, I do not recommend you stick around if you're gonna play this game anytime soon. But thanks for coming in here. Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tell him you killed her father. Ask why his daughter's on this.
It was me. I'm the one that killed the old man.
What?
The last words he was saying before he died. Monster, monster. I'm the monster. That's what his wife, what her mother, called me when she found out that I existed.
Jesus. You killed your father and married your sister.
And then it says, finally choose the option to say it was your fault.
This is all on me. She didn't know. It's not her fault. I just told her, like, the truth a second ago.
I don't... we'll deal with that later. There's a watch. I want the watch. Do you have it?
Tell him about the watch.
Yeah. We'll give you the watch. We won't tell anybody. No one has to die. Here.
So he gives the watch to him.
I'm going to leave now. Remember, if I found you once, I can find you again. And you don't want to see me again.
So now what happens is...
I need you to leave.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out. You fucking monster. You hear me? Get out of my apartment. I never want to see you again.
I wonder what happens if you just stand here.
Please. Just leave. I can't look at you anymore. Fine. Fine. I'm done.
So you got an achievement for it. Now dance.
Fuck. I did everything right. What else do you want? I did everything right.
Okay, so that was one of the achievements we got. That was one of the endings called the confessed ending. So we confessed we did everything, but it didn't work. So even if you tried to be a good person and you tried to confess, you still, like, screwed it up. You still screwed it up. So the question comes down to, like, what do you do now? And that's the struggle, because...
I didn't hear you come in. Best night ever. Guess who made dessert?
Because you confessed and you did everything, but it's still not enough. And, I know, right? Let's go Blazing Vape. My question, though, is, like, how do you do the book thing?
No. Wise man.
How?
Never.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know, though, like, how to get her to...
I'll just let her read it.
Because he just says, I'll let her read it. So, like...
In the next few minutes...
What are you...
That cop... He's gonna...
Pocket wall. Babe, you...
He says he...
What are you... My dad...
There are things that... Look, it was me. I'm the mannequin.
What kind of...
Look, his office is filled with books. All the way up to the ceiling. I never forgot how weird that...
What are you...
No.
You've been hiding this from me, lying to me all these years. You... How could you?
It's all my fault. Baby, you were my only family and I couldn't lose you. If I could go back...
You're sorry. Jeez. I wish I never met you.
So what I'm trying to
Cop,
do...
I told you don't... Look, I can't go back to the past, but I can confess now. I can clear your name. Let me try and fix this, please.
Okay, I'm looking at something.
Deserve a real life.
What do I even say to this? Fine. Let's wait.
Okay, so I'm watching it. I'm like, while I'm doing this, I'm like looking at a video.
And we're back.
Okay, One second. I'm looking at a video real quick. I'm looking at a walkthrough real quick to see like how someone did this, because the mindfulness ending is very obscure. It's very, very obscure of an ending, so I'm just trying to see like how to get it. Yeah, but the problem is that you need the wife to tell you a quote. And that's the problem. Like, you need the wife to tell you the mindfulness quote. Otherwise, you don't get it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just checking to see really quick, like, how to get that mindfulness quote. So I'm just double checking really quick to see. It's a very obscure ending. I'm just double checking really quick while watching this. I'm just looking at this video real quick to see like how to get that mindfulness ending. Okay, maybe Candy Girl, you're right. Maybe that is what I had to do. So maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't have to get her to tell me it. I'm double checking. Okay, so according to the SWAT video walkthrough that I'm watching, the player has to read the book. And you have to click the book the wife is reading. Wait, so they're saying that... Okay, so the video that I'm watching is... Huh. Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick and see if it works. Let's see if how this goes. I'm waiting for the wife to get out of the bathroom. We're just staring. Not us awkwardly staring.
Hey there.
I didn't hear you come in.
Best night ever. Guess who made dessert? Let me know when you're in the mood.
Guess who made dessert? Okay, so now we're gonna do is, according to the game, you can actually click the book over and over and over again.
You know, wise man.
No, damn it.
Ow.
Never.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just let her read. I'll just let her read it.
Oh, I forgot to call the landlord about the light switch. Am I doing that tomorrow?
Dazzle Blue, what is this game? Dazzle, this is a really cool game called 12 Minutes, but it's an adventure game. It's a murder mystery. I highly recommend that you do not watch my stream if you're planning to play this game yourself. So make sure you don't watch me play it if you're planning to play it yourself, because it's a really spoiler heavy game, and it's one of those games where if you do watch me play it, you might spoil the hell out of it for yourself. So watch at your discretion.
Storm tonight.
I'm just not convinced. 12 minutes mindfulness. Mindfulness ending. I'm not convinced. Like, I'm not convinced that I... Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
There he is. You back?
Okay, so according to the walkthrough that I'm watching...
I know this is a terrible shock, but we need to be on the same page. These feelings for my daughter, your sister. Look, this isn't how I wanted to tell you.
So...
You deserve, both of you deserve better. You know, the thing I hate the most, worst thing in the world, disappointing my little girl. Well, that was the worst thing. And now a baby.
So we have to wait.
You, with your little love. I guess it was always gonna happen. Nothing stays swallowed down forever. So,
We're gonna just have to wait for now.
you gotta make a call. If I could go back, well, things would be different. You can't just try again. That's not how life works. So you gotta make the choice, and you gotta make it now. Say something. Say something. Fine.
Hey, it's only by forgetting
Fine.
that we ever really dropped the thread of time and approached the experience of living in the present moment.
You read that one, I know the idea of forgetting things sounds crazy, but what if...
So for this is... I think this is the mindfulness
I can
ending,
help
I
with
think.
All you have is the future. You'll forget everything you went through. All the pain, all the stress, forgotten. Forever. But you need to understand, there is no...
I think this is the ending, I think. Because, like, notice how the father's voice is slowly going away. And then it stops here. Mindfulness, we got it.
You do have a
This is
remarkable
it.
imagination. The stories you've created. But believing them so strongly, so deeply is unhealthy. You have to let her go. You can't keep obsessing over her. Sometimes things just are what they are.
We got it.
It's time for you to wake up.
So we got it. This is the final ending of 12 minutes. And it's the full, like... It's the full, like, circle of the watch. So we got it. We beat the game. This is the true ending. It's one of the true endings. It's one of the true endings. It's the mindfulness ending. And it's a very, very interesting ending, and a lot of people are kind of confused about it. My interpretation of this ending is it goes down to that whole idea of, is it better to forget something or to just be mindful of it and, you know, let that help you, let that help the future you create for yourself? Like, is it better to completely forget something? Like, if you go through a horrible experience in your life, is it better to forget it, or is it better to be mindful of it and, you know, and to, you know, like, let that help you become a better version of you or a better person of you? And I think that's perhaps that could be one of the messages the game is trying to go for, maybe. But yeah, that's the full, like, version. And notice, Candy Girl, how the father's voice and the cop's voice are exactly the same. And notice how Willem Dafoe's voice, like he notice what he said there, all these made up stories that you made up in your head. So my question is the scene where he's with his wife, his sister, like, is that him like trying to come up with the scenarios in his head of like what could be? That's my guess. Like, is he coming up with these scenarios in his head, and Willem Dafoe, the cop, is that just the father that's been reimagined as a cop, and he's like he's coming in and raining down on their parade of being like a successful married couple together, and this is all just like a dream, that this whole like loop is just one big dream that's happening over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And notice how the game does not let you continue. You're not allowed to continue. There's no continue button. So once you get this ending, you're kind of stuck here. And this is what the mindfulness ending is. It's basically this idea that you're letting go, and that you're, it's a very obscure ending. Very, very, very obscure ending. It's, you can move the hands. You can. I can move it back to the 158. See. And it'll put me back to the room where I'm with the father, and I'll be able to also repeat the time loop again. So if I do that, notice how the continue button comes back again. Under any other circumstance, I can't do it. Like, there's no other situation where it lets me, except for the continue with the father. So my guess is that the mindfulness ending is a scenario where where it's just like it's one of the final endings of the game, and then there's not much else to do after that. You found the last ending, because there's only 3 like layers to the watch. So I mean, I get the impression that there's not much else we can do here. Other than that, because you can set the clock back. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think there's any other scenario here, because if you decide, cause like I said, if you decide to go back in time, you can try to get those other endings. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think there's any other endings left. At the very least, these are all the endings that we've discovered so far. I mean, I've been Googling like crazy, and it seems like these are all the endings we've discovered so far. And I think these are all the endings we have I could go back and try it really quick. I mean, you can continue if you do this, and it puts you back. It just puts you back at the, I'm assuming it puts you back at the father's room. Yeah, it does. It puts you back at the father's room.
Hey, there he is.
See?
You're back. Look, I know this is...
So we're just back to where we started again.
But we need to be on the same page. These feelings for my daughter, your sister. Look,
And then if you say you want to be with her, or there's no future between us, this is the ending where it takes us back to the...
deserve better.
To the apartment, and this takes us to the alone ending.
Worst thing in the world. Disappointed my
So there's basically those 3 endings.
That was the worst thing. No, a baby. You with your little love.
And there's not really anything else I can do.
It's gonna happen. Nothing stays swallowed down forever. So,
Please listen to me.
you gotta make a call.
Please?
If I could go back,
Please?
well,
Please?
things would
Sir.
be different.
Please. No,
You
please,
can't just
Like, you can't do much
try
else.
again. That's not how life works. So you gotta make the choice, and you gotta make
Sir,
it now.
please listen. Please.
Say something. Say something.
I've been saying things.
Fine. You're gonna force my hand.
Hey, it's
Fine.
only by forgetting that we ever really dropped the thread of time
So-
and approached the experience of living in the present moment.
You read that one, I know the idea of forgetting things sounds crazy, but what
So this is
if
where it happens again, where it starts to fade
you
again.
could? I can help with that if you want. All you have is the
And notice how the
future.
father's
Forget
dialogue, the father's
everything.
volume is slowly going down.
All the pain, all the stress forgotten forever.
Honestly,
You understand?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna listen to that father's dialogue again because I need to hear it. Because you, in this specific ending, you're not forgetting anything. You're just being. It's called the mindfulness ending. It's like it's like the reality ending. Like, yeah, like I need to
You
hear this
do
again.
have a remarkable imagination.
See,
The stories you've created. But believing them so strongly, so deeply is unhealthy. You have to let her go. You can't keep obsessing over her. Sometimes things just are what they are. It's time for you to wake up.
so here's where I have this interesting situation. Notice how he's like, you have a remarkable imagination. You can't keep obsessing over her. You can't. You have. So at some point, you have to wake up. You have to make a choice. So I think what's going on here is that you either have the alone ending where you're alone and you break up and you just, you listen to the father. You have the ending where the continue ending where you're going back to the apartment, you're doing all those things, and you're, hey Mira, and you're, trying to live out this like this lie, and then you find out all those things. And then you have the forget ending where you can actually forget everything. And then you have this ending, which is the mindfulness ending, which is so strange because I'm a little bit on the fence about what this ending can mean. Either one, it's like the no choice ending, where it's like we just don't make a choice, and you're kind of like stuck in this like. Notice how like the it gets blurry almost, like there's no, like it's everything's blurry, so it's almost like a dream situation here. I'm guessing where it's like you're. Because like the father says, you have a remarkable imagination. You can't keep living in this. How do you do this? I know, right, Mira? Thanks for coming in though, I really appreciate that. I find it very fascinating that I'm a professional adventure gamer. But yeah, I feel like it's the okay. Like here's like one of my theories is that when you when you're like processing a breakup with someone or a tragedy like that, you're creating these scenarios or these imaginary situations in your head, and you're like in this other world. And then the mindfulness ending, I feel like, is the father trying to tell you you have to let go. You can't just be living in this fantasy. There's no scenario in which you and her would ever be happy. And I think that's what the mindfulness ending is trying to portray here. It's trying to like, because you can't continue. There's no continue here. You're kind of like in limbo again, sort of, kind of. I don't know. And the only way to get out of this scenario is to go back in time and move the hand, like Candy Girl was saying. So I don't know. It's very fascinating. And, I find it to be such a very interesting situation here. It's That's the game. One of the game's true. That is one of the game's true endings. Like that is one of the game's like true endings. It's like one of the game's canon endings. So I'm finding myself very, very like in a situation of complete like I don't know. I find it very fascinating, like how interesting this game is getting, and how like I don't know. I mean, we explored everything we had to explore. I got the 2 endings that I really wanted to get tonight. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I think the journey with 12 minutes is over. I think we got as far as we could, and I think we got all the endings we wanted to get. And yeah, I want to thank everybody who came in tonight, and all the raids and the follows and the content. Thank you all so much for coming in tonight. 12 minutes took my world by storm, and I loved every minute of it. I've loved this game. And for those of you that didn't get a chance to see the earlier part of the stream, you can definitely watch the VOD on Twitch for 60 days. You can also watch the YouTube video for that as well. I want to thank you all for taking the time to, go through the frustration and the fun of this game with me too. It was actually a lot of fun. I highly recommend giving it a play through it yourself. I'm going to review this game on my podcast this weekend, so tune in on Sunday for me when I upload my review of this game on my podcast, and you can hear my full thoughts when I go into it further and deeper. And my plan is to also compare this game to similar games that came out that are just like 12 minutes in my podcast. So if you listen to my podcast on Sunday, you'll hear me review 12 minutes, but I'm also going to bring up similar games that remind me of this game and how I think they compare and contrast to 12 minutes. So that's a piece I'm going to be writing over the next few days, and then be presenting in my podcast on Sunday. But yeah, for those of you that are here, thank you so much again for taking the time to hang out tonight. If you haven't done so already, please consider giving me a follow. I play adventure games, variety games. If you are one of my viewers, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me tonight. It's so late, so make sure you get some sleep tonight. Tomorrow is Wednesday, or today's Wednesday, I should say. So happy hump day. And I'm going to go ahead and I love you guys too. Thank you for, hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to raid someone. Prickly Fox Bear is online, so I think I'm going to go ahead and give him the raid. And, but yeah, I just want to say again, thank you everybody so much for being here tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate this opportunity, and this was a great game. And yeah, hope you all have a great evening, and see you all next time.